assumed passed.
It does. You get the same bonus whenever you take it.
Here, I don't know if this link is gonna work, but that's what I'm using. And I just entered in the values manually and got the numbers.
So we're talking about builds, Michael. How's your week been?
My week has been... It's been a week. It has been a week. Exhausting.
Very good.
It has been very exhausting today, this week.
Tay, correct me if I'm wrong. That's just, you've just got to have the ruby once. It's only consumed if it says which is, and it's consumed on casting. I just have to have it, and then I can cast it as many times as I want. It's only consumed when it says it in the phrasing of it. Am I wrong? Look at pull up Heroic Feast 6th level. Cleric Bard, because that one actually does consume it, and it says it under the components. It says which is consumed.
Which is consumed when it's
It's the same with it's the same with Shino's Tio, because it says in the Summon Draconic it had a ruby.
No. I see what you're saying, and I agree. They usually specify.
Like Hero's Feast consumes the bowl encrusted with gems.
Right, so you can use your focus for any component unless it has a gold in it. Then you have to have that component, but it's only consumed if it says so.
Yeah.
So as long as you've got it, you can.
You use the ruby to channel the spell. Ruby's not consumed. So I'd probably just ask for you to spend the 999 gold to purchase the spell component.
Oh, those are cantrips.
And then once you have it, unless somebody takes it.
Okay, my proficiency bonus goes up at 13.
See, I put all my stuff in and it says 159 on the calculator. So what the fuck did I do wrong?
Did you toggle Hildorf?
No. Tough, con 4, 2 levels in fighter, 10 levels in barb.
Oh, you did 10 levels in barbarian?
Yar.
Ew. I thought you did 9 levels.
10.
That's where I went wrong. Okay.
Aren't we only level 11 right now?
We're 12, are we not?
No, we're 11.
We're 11. You've only got 9 in barb right now.
So, did it add an extra level of barbman? What the fuck?
If you, based on the calculator, if it's 9...
Where the fuck did I get an extra one? That's the thing.
Every once in a while when you multi-class with the character Mancer, you gotta be careful, because it assumes that you're leveling up your core class.
Yeah, because I got brutal critical last time, which is nice.
So,
yeah.
So if you don't tick your core class back down to 0, it autofills it at 1.
Yeah.
So if you add a multi-class, you'll be leveling up 2 classes at once with the character Mancer.
Yeah.
146. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to change this. Do I? Oh well.
Well, we have 2 options. We can take away one of these levels, which is fine. We can do that. It just involves some. Destruction.
Destruction. Damn you, character Mancer. Damn you.
Or next time you guys level up, Hargrim just doesn't level up. But I don't think that's what you want to do. I remember a conversation saying that level 10 Barbarian was not something you were particularly looking forward to.
No, commune with nature is useless. Sorry.
I dislike Totem Barbarian, so you're not You don't need to apologize to me.
I like them until level 10, and then they're useless. So
So yeah, let's just get rid of Spirit Walker. Yeah, they're a multi-class now, so let's track hit point per class. And you only got 9d12s.
No, it's real atrocious. I got a vertical monitor, and if I full screen my character sheet, I still have to scroll to reach the bottom.
Jesus Christ.
It's because it's duplicated all of my spells on the main page. And every time I try and remove it, it just reduplicates itself.
Okay. I'm gonna make an argument with Commune for its nature real quick.
mm-hmm.
You instantly gain knowledge and up to 3 facts of your choice about any of the following subjects as they relate to the area. Elementals, influence from other planes of existence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just pointing out that those are like 2 of the main things we're dealing with in this campaign, and something that it could be really useful to get information from.
Right.
Usually, I would agree that it's not that good of an ability, but it's pretty
For this
specific.
particular campaign.
Exactly.
For this campaign, it does make sense. For this particular character,
Yeah, that's a little fair, though. Actually, you could say you're getting the commune with element nature part from Drown now that you're communing with it.
yeah, but Rune Knight, man.
No, that's
Oh.
fair too. That's definitely fair too. But you stopped at 9, which is weird, and I'm just trying to get you to go to 12 and 8 so you have a good build.
But Rune Knight, man. I mean, I could do one more fighter and then go back to Barb if that's what you really want me to do.
Yeah, but
yeah.
then you can go to Fighter 4 and get that ASI.
No, I don't really care which way you go for it. I just wanted to make the argument for it and make sure I was pointing out that feature that could be useful, you know?
Or do I go one more fighter and then 2 in Monk and get my flurry of blows, you know?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your great weapon fighting for?
Well, but I
You
have
can
a
use
bonus.
both.
I have a bonus to my unarmed because of what is this?
If you're using a
Tavern.
one-handed weapon, if you're using a monk weapon.
Mm-hmm. Tavern Brawler, though. My fists, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. They're not great weapons, despite being.
No, I won't
great
be able
weapons.
to re-roll that damage, but
Yeah.
the punches, I'd still get to punch. You know?
That's true. It make you very versatile in a number of situations.
And it's
So
2 more attacks.
So
You could always get
You-
sucked off by Shino's Dragon Mark and be reborn anew.
I'm
Listen.
going to be that guy, and I want to specifically point out that unarmed strike does not have to be your hands.
Yeah,
but
it's-
it does say a one-handed monk weapon.
which are my fists.
Markham's about
Alright,
to
listen.
make people catch these hands.
Well, welcome back, Mud.
Well, my fists already do a D4 because of Tavern Brawler, so it's like, you know, at least it's something.
I do. One of my favorite builds ever is starting with fighter and then rolling into monk, and then every single one of those fighter weapon proficiencies are considered monk weapons. Then you can get into some shit. That said,
Oh, I was supposed to share my 4th level spells. Oops. I'm on it.
in a perfect world, they would allow you to stack wisdom unarmored defense and
That's what's
constitution
cool.
armored
Exactly.
defense. They do not stack. If they did, that would be fucking glorious.
That would be great.
I
I
want
would
to play
love
like an Akuma from Street Fighter, monk barbarian, lawful evil. and just be extremely helpful to the party.
I'll be honest with you, Teddy. Rokari was gonna be a barbarian monk until I found out they don't stack.
I had that inkling.
And then
Oh no, we lost
Hard-
Jack because it's
hard pivot to
8:28.
rogue.
Hard pivot to rogue.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I wanted that unarmored defense to stack so bad.
You don't have speak with animals anymore, do you?
I do. I had it already.
Oh wait, oh yeah, you get that first level.
I have that
third level.
beast sense.
Pardon me, I'm gonna get out of your sheet. No, the question I was asking, 146. That should be your HP, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome back. I see that your internet recovered quickly this time.
Yeah, faster than usual. Theo, do you have Fabricate for 4th level?
No.
Alright, cool. Finally a spell that I actually wanted that no one has.
No, my 4th levels. There. I'll send you a screenshot.
What devil are you going to summon?
All of them.
Well, part of what made it fun
Unloving.
is your extra monster compendium. Pull it up. There's all sorts of fun options in there. The one I really liked was the Scribe Devil.
Secretary Devil. Make him work for 59 minutes, then get rid of him so he doesn't go berserk.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay, well, we're all here. Mostly done with our sheet tinkering, so I hear.
Oh, I've been done. I'm just shooting the shit now.
Why isn't
So
there a
we-
4th level undead? I feel like it's left out. And it makes me sad.
Create Undead was 5th, I believe.
Oh, okay. So they just made it 1 level back from all the other better summons. Got it.
It was 5th or 6th. I just saw it not too long ago.
Do you have Wall of Force, Cat?
Well, there's Dance Macabre at 5th. No, I don't. And Create Undead is 6th.
Jex, do you
Wow.
have 5th level spells yet?
Wall of Force. No, he wouldn't, because he's a multi-rogue.
For that rock you.
The only wizard in this group with 6th level access is me.
Wall of Force is 5th level.
The only wizard in this group with 5th level access is Theo and me.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, we finished fighting everything else in this dungeon. Yada yada through some stuff, and then yada yada through some cleanup. Except for the secret door Teddy accidentally showed us when he unrevealed the map so we could look, and then we decided we would probably be able to find it anyway.
I get the feeling Jex wants to start.
Well,
Yeah.
start the recap, boy.
Let's wait.
No, I do want to hear that recap. Jex, you're absolutely right. Except, and I think I'll actually have you roll this before the recap. Jex, will you go ahead and roll for me? What's your passive wisdom? Your passive wisdom is still very high. You automatically avoid the tripwire, which I was going to use as a jump scare just now. But you are way too perceptive for that to have worked. So as you disarm that trap and find the secret door, I want to hear that recap. What did we do last time we played?
Saw you would. Take it away.
Alright, honestly, all I remember is we finished torturing the person down in this room over here, fought some more stuff, fought a minotaur that summoned some dragon thing or some lizard thing that ate Cat's lizard thing, moseyed through a few more cultists that didn't put up much in a fight, talked to our gobbo friends, left Bob hanging out with them, went into this fight over here where we were chilling, like loaded for bear, and there was just some squirrels. And that's about the time, Teddy, you said all that was left was a few more hobgoblin friends up here and just uncovered the map. Because honestly, last session was pretty much just combat.
I'll fill in some gaps. Not saying you did a wonderful job because you're spot on, but I would just get a slather some stuff and fill in some gaps. Oh yeah, Theo kicked off combat down in the south because she wasn't stealthy, and it was a tiny skirmish that was kind of serious when Fire Tits made herself known. But we quickly bonked the fuck out of her, and by killing her, all the salamanders disappeared. We then looted the dirt. We spent some time reconstructing the dirt, which we found out was an old necrotic library. And once we spent some time doing that with Theo doing some certain spells and Shabazz multicasting mending and all of us chipping in essentially casting mending, Hargrim looking real pretty. We got the ever glorious Codex of Corruption, which is a thick steel spell book that had up to, as far as I can tell, 8th level spells, which probably sure the wizards will come over and add to their books when applicable. Then, all right, I don't know why I wrote this down. It says Theo takes a walk and is met with a Minotaur horns. Then we go into another combat with a Minotaur. We do quick work of him, and he calls for Fluffers, which is a Chimera. We looted the Chimera, getting some extra stuff. That reminds me. Someone, after I'm filling in gaps, remind me to ask about the large red and white spotted egg. I think I know what it is, but anyways. We got a shield that is essentially a clock and does some other things. We find a locked lead door, and Shino told everyone to come, to varying degrees of success. And Shabazz had the key to this door, and we found a water cultist whose name is Orga, who was being tortured and interrogated. We weren't the ones doing it; the fire cults were doing it. We set her free. She told us about Fire Tit's secret stash, which was an urn that gave us some special stuff or others. We then looted the place. Orga's gonna stay here for a while for whatever reason, because she feels safer here than elsewhere. And then we scurried on to some location up northwestern, and we had a pretty significant combat encounter where some of us got 5th level fireball through a keyhole, and none of us liked that and just murdered this person who surrendered. Then Teddy got tired and revealed the entire map.
It was so
Oh.
hard not to scream brown mold from the top of my lungs because that's a freaking D&D classic and I loved its inclusion.
Both you guys go ahead and take inspiration. A couple of details as we finish wrapping up this dungeon. Bastion Thermander, the fire genasi that you had killed, did not have much in the way of valuables on him or in his room. He does have a few sets of fine clothes. But it looks like he didn't keep his personal belongings or valuables in this room. What's that, Cat?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
Our hobgoblin friends whom we sent to storm the castle in our stead from the front have been captured and are off to the side. Although that's player knowledge, not character knowledge.
Yeah, we're resolving that right away.
Okay.
What Bastion does have of note is another one of those stone tablets
Oh,
that have ash and ember on either side.
Oh, that's right.
S- So far, it looks like all the officers had one. You also learn from personal effects in this room. In the braziers, there are burnt pieces of parchment. They look like posters or flyers. By piecing a few of them together, you learn that Bastion here was a dancer and a gigolo in the lower wards, and he had been burning what appears to be like his past life. When you encounter the hobgoblins and the remaining cultists, there was really just a couple of Emberhorn minotaurs left, a slew of half ogres and ogres, which could have been a problem, and a couple of razor blasts. And it becomes clear that the hobgoblin barbarians and fighters, the goblinoid barbarians and fighters that you had sent from the tower, lost pretty handedly. When you guys turn the corner and you they see the marks on your faces, recognizing you as allies. B, saw the dead bodies of the goblinoid companions that had come down here, and C, announced that, as far as anyone could tell, all of the leaders of this fire temple level were killed. So there is no one in charge except presumably Vanifer, that Ifrit, and they're not here right now. Leads to the remaining hobgoblins, helping you turn on their former employers. And just by the numbers, the surviving fire cultists were not gonna survive that fight. Fenor and
those,
sorry,
those particular goblins, the ones that we sent down. Can I search for kyber crystals?
Give me an investigation check. They were, in a sense, you find them. Looks like they got pretty high before coming down here.
Good choice. Good choice.
But they no longer have any on their person. Though you were not able to check in with Pedriak, who is the main dealer. He is sort of roused from his slumber before you can sift through his pockets. There's not to rush through this necessarily, but there's a few moments there of tension. But the hobgoblin war chief of this band comes to speak with Fenor, who's the war chief of the band allied with you guys up top, and with you guys as sort of intermediaries. They come to an understanding. Neither party up north here were aware, while they were fighting, that you guys made a truce in the southern part of the complex, right? So it's sort of you killed some of our people. By Dar law, we should have been stronger. So that is your victory. We aren't going to lose sleep over it. If anything, it's been a wake-up call that we need to find more discipline within ourselves. And on their end, the hobgoblins who were down here were just like, well, we were just doing a job. You guys came down here kicking and screaming and brandishing steel. And if we had known what the rest of our clan had decided, right, that might have gone a lot differently. But circumstances being as they are, no hard feelings all around, which might be very strange for some of you. I imagine it's not strange at all for Jex in particular, as well learned on goblinoid culture as he is. A lot of people mistake goblinoid culture as being might versus right, which isn't accurate. There's a very kind of complicated honor system that is in play, and there are rules to conflicts, right? Particularly before and after behavior. During a fight, there's kind of a whatever happens, happens, right? But your integrity and your character as a warrior is judged by how you treat your enemies before and after a conflict. And so that is, to be reductive, why this sort of weirdly passing over the fact that they had been killing each other just now, they are sort of just shaking hands, bygones being bygones type of thing took place. This complex is very fascinating, Jex, for anyone who is interested in the history of the Dar. For example, this hall that leads to the Hill and the Fallen, the Tower and the Fallen, is very clearly an entranceway. As the group of you sort of explore this northern area, even among the other temples, right? It's clear to you that this temple complex was never above ground, right? Sharn is a city that is built city upon city upon city, right? And Jar Sharat seems to be older than that, right? And intentionally built underground. At the very least, these temple structure layouts. Because for those of you with an intelligence of 12 or higher, you also see that these temple complexes can't really like support a population. So you're sort of guessing that like there was a city, above this temple complex, but the temples were always meant to be like subterranean. And this hall in particular strikes those of you with a anthropologist and archaeologist mindset that this was meant to be like the intended entrance to the temple complex as a whole. It widens, right, with two large alcoves flanking the hallway. And if you remove the barricades that had been set up, and makeshift defenses, and rubble, it seems like a entrance hall to those with enough imagination to stop and see it. Between that and this octagonal column chamber. The columns are rather pretty, actually. They are eye-catching in that they're built entirely of obsidian. And the room here is domed. And the dome is also made out of obsidian. So there's a jet black, almost pearlescent reflective stone, polished to a smooth surface, is supporting this reflective warp reflection obsidian roof that sort of mimics the night sky, you think, as you look up at it, but not quite. Like there's a swirl of different colors as the lights from your light spells or fires or torches sort of reflects off the roof, and because of the concave shape, there's sort of a funhouse mirror quality. And you all get a the Hellhounds are gone. The Hellhounds were summoned, and you killed the summoner. Do I take this to mean that you're also, when you're checking on the Hellhounds, getting your immovable rod back?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, this.
Chino
Sorry.
ain't just gonna leave a good rod.
Chino knows the value of a good rod.
Right.
Yeah, this room in particular has a particularly eerie feeling to it as you poke around. And it's warm, very warm. It does look like it suffered damage. There are red veins crisscrossing the dome, giving it a more earthly, primal feel. The cracks in the obsidian mirror are a fiery red, almost reminiscent of magma. It hasn't caused any chips or anything, but I guess the combination of age and being this close to fire ether has taken its toll eventually, with these fiery spiderweb tracks that run through it. Those of you who have a passive perception of 15 or higher, or are proficient in religion, may roll religion.
Is our level up in effect now?
For all intents and purposes, yeah. I'm not going to run another combat until you guys have an opportunity for a long rest. So
My perception was, or passive perception was 15, but now it's 19. But it just had to be 15, so it would have been before too, right?
it would still have applied before. Yep.
And did you say history?
Religion.
If you're proficient.
Was that proficient in religion or with a passive perception? Either or.
Or both.
If you have a passive perception, you can roll religion. The roll is religion.
I see.
But if you are not proficient in religion but have a high perception, you can still make the religion check because you notice something involving religion.
Okay.
I don't see shit.
I don't know shit.
Yep.
Yeah, Jax, you're kind of just like, this room's fucking cool because it is cool. Like the walls are made of obsidian or like lined with obsidian. The pillars are obsidian, right? There's strange reflections and colors and all sorts of things happening. Shabazz, you kind of have this like something bad happen in this room. You're not exactly sure what, but you can feel that at some point something bad happened in this room.
Can I cast dancing lights and just move it all around so everybody can see better up there?
Sure, yeah.
And
What?
maybe give give Shino advantage on her check?
I already made
Oh, Shino passed.
Jex advantage on his check?
it.
Yeah, you can give Jex a reroll.
Also, Theo, is your perception passive not above a 15?
Nope.
Really? You continue to befuddle me.
He's a strength wizard. He didn't have points left for wisdom.
I have a +2 to wisdom, so. But I'm an intelligence-based wizard.
Wow, it's amazing what advantage and expertise does to your passive still.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, Jex, you are not cursed. Thanks to Shabazz.
Oh, hell yeah. Boo. Bolt.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Cursed Jex might be fun.
Right? Oh well, I saved. Ooh.
Oh! I see. That's familiar.
So Shino, you notice in the spiderweb cracks in the ceiling, you don't see this symbol in particular. What you do see, though, in the sort of epicenter, is that the cracks do form that central shape. Inside the larger symbol that you recognize as the symbol for the cult of the eternal flame, the brazier, like the bowl with the wick.
Mm-hmm.
So within the bowl is the eye symbol. But as far as you know, the damage to this room predates this cult. With an 18, the name Imix flickers at the forefront of your mind. IMIX.
Mm-hmm.
Something like this doesn't happen naturally. At some point, something very evil occurred in this room. It's been so long that evidence, besides the damage to the obsidian, has been so long that there isn't really evidence of exactly what took place, but you're guessing probably some kind of sacrifice or something along those lines. You also get this feeling that the obsidian is representative of something else. You all haven't heard its name very often, but standing in this room, analyzing it, looking at that symbol, the eye, the name Tarazadun echoes in your thoughts. And you recognize that elder, that oldest of Jinn, that god of elementals, of creation, that avatar of Kyber itself. The obsidian was erected here to pay honor and ward against that figure. It wasn't the darkness of the obsidian, but as Shabaz's dancing lights flicker and play against the curious stone, its reflections and lights, a swirl of different colors, chaotically meshing and clashing against one another. That is the essence of Terrazadun. That primordial chaos within the darkness. That unpredictable vibrancy. The twisted reflection of reality. And you feel your dragon mark throb against your skin.
Is that all the dragon marks, or is that Shino's dragon?
That she knows specifically. Not even the weapons resonate.
Has anyone tried touching these pillars yet? As I put my hand on it.
They're warm.
Fantastic.
They're warm. You take 12 fire damage.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
I guess that's warm.
Did we ever find the cult leader's weapon?
No.
No. She left
Oh, that's
before the
right.
majority of you guys got here.
That is
Um,
right.
Medusa Fuckface still has the war pick, and Hot Mama Vanifer still has the dagger.
Gotcha.
What is his name? Marlos. Marlos.
And Marlos.
You know what? Hargrim touched the peeler. Let me touch the peeler.
No, don't touch. It's hot.
I must
Yeah.
touch the primordial chaos within the darkness.
It's hot. I've noticed nothing that you guys have been seeing, so I just touched the pillar.
Do you touch the same pillar or a different pillar?
No. I'm not touching any more pillars. I'm just saying I didn't see all of the swirling lights or care about anything in this room. My perception is
Shino, do you touch the same pillar as Hargrim? Or do you touch a different pillar?
In the spirit of knowledge, I'll touch a different one.
Okay. You take 21 fire damage.
Oh, damn. That's a spicy meatball.
I tried to tell you.
Now touch it with your dragon mark.
I take 3d10. Ah.
Oh, wait, no, that shouldn't have been 3d10. Pardon me. You don't take 21 damage. You would have taken 11. My mistake. That's my mistake.
Oh. Okay.
You can roll an Arcana check.
I thought I took extra damage because.
Can I do
He's-
detect magic?
Oh yeah, detect magic would be good too.
I do a detect
Uh,
magic.
The pillars are giving off an aura of abjuration.
Hmm.
Each of the 4 pillars are magical. The goblins, of course, ask if you guys are okay. But yeah, everybody except for Hargrim can roll an Arcana check.
That one might go better. Oh, I light a cigarette off the fire.
I'll roll it just for fun.
Yeah, I was gonna use mine to let one of you whizzies roll with advantage, but then Theo busted that out, so.
I give you the dirtiest of 20s.
Shino, you're pretty sure what's going on, but that fucking hurt, so you're a little distracted.
Yeah. DC 25, I'm guessing.
Theo, this room is multi-purpose. It can be used as a religious chamber. It was built in honor of Emix, presumably before he became an evil entity. Each of the 4 pillars give off an aura of fire. If combat were to begin in this room, they start emanating more fire. Like they pulse out fire within this room. Right now they're just dormant, right? Unless you touch them directly. But yeah, if you guys were to initiate combat in this room, only people immune to fire would be safe.
Would that be more exhaustion?
No, it would be damage.
Okay.
The 2d10 that Hargrim and Shino experienced would pulse outwards. Each pillar one after another per round.
Shit.
Until the room was deactivated. It does a couple of other things too, Theo. With and like you notice there's sort of like a musical hum sound when Hargrim touched a pillar and Shino touched another pillar. And they're slightly glowing, those 2 southern pillars, so you get the feeling that they're activated now. And with further inspection, if all 4 pillars were touched, you would assume that the person touching them would have some sort of immunity to fire, right?
Yeah.
Like by design. This entire room would then be surrounded by a wall of fire, making it a natural barricade against invaders.
No
Nice.
touch.
You
Bad
just
touch.
let everyone look with your eyes, not with your hands. This is a no touching zone.
I mean, you can imagine, if you lived here and you had like a amulet of fire immunity or something, a pretty good defense mechanism. This is also, the obsidian is also what's known as an ether font. When you do that, when you activate all 4 pillars, you can activate the walls of fire. The other thing that you can do is you can sup from the fire ether collected here. Mechanically, what that means is that if all 4 pillars are touched in sequence, spellcasters in the room can recover spell slots. Not all of them, but recover some spell slots. It's similar mechanics to your arcane recovery. It just doesn't require short rest.
Oh, so this is the last stand chamber.
It is. As the 4 of you guys are talking, you can sort of piece together hobgoblin, dirge singers, and battlesmiths, and eldritch knights and wizards all like giving a speech about the first line of defense. If anyone were to come through the front door, they would activate this chamber, pull people in through the fire, or cast magic through the wall down the natural choke point. And then if anybody came through the wall, then there's a bunch of fighters and people in here who will burn to death. Right? It makes for a clever little gauntlet.
Backdoor gang for the win. It could have been really bad.
It could have been really bad.
Or until they go down this hallway and find the secret door and bypass everything.
That's true.
So that's kind of neat. Down this way, we have a hall. Jax, being a fan of Dargun, in general, you identify this room as a sort of Hall of Heroes. Right? Each of these statues depicts a different hobgoblin warrior. It's a little weird that they're all specifically hobgoblins, but you also know that there was like a very strict like caste system.
Way back
in
Thunder. This was probably more of an upper hobgoblin only kind of chamber. You have the lesser goblins outside or something.
Yeah, it was very rare for goblin heroes to be honored in such a way, and bugbears on occasion, but hobgoblins were the ruling caste, right?
Right.
I think somebody should search for a hidden room right about there.
Was a draft.
I got this feeling.
Chew.
What catches your eye, what clues you in that this is a secret room, is that 7 out of these 8 statues are all warriors, right? Like they're all decked out like samurai. They're in like the Yoroi hobgoblin armor. They're all depicted with sharat, like with blades and weapons, except this last one, which you will discover is in front of a secret door, who is depicted with a stonemason's hammer and chisel and is dressed as a laborer. Usually these things are pretty uniform, and you don't doubt that this man wasn't a hero of some kind, but it does strike you as particularly strange. With some investigation checks, you do confirm your suspicions. Take some effort. You might need to ask Hargrim for some help because you need to physically rotate the statue to gain access. But eventually you do, leading to a small, dark hallway, unlit, that leads to a hidden chamber. This tomb contains 2 stone sarcophagi, elaborately carved with Adar language, and, curiously, giant runes.
That's how you spell sarcophagi.
There are bas relief images of sleeping hobgoblins on each sarcophagi. An unlit brazier sits in each corner, the brass censer hanging from a chain connected to the ceiling in the chamber center. Any you know goblinoid?
Yeah.
I know we had this conversation, but did that change with the level up?
No, it did not.
I do
doubt it.
have. Where did it go? Where
Oh,
did
and
it
because you mentioned
go?
them.
That was the bigger question I had, was who knows giant?
Not yet.
I
Oh,
could have swore I had a.
And if all else fails, I can ritually cast this.
Oh, that you have it. I thought I had it too.
it looks
You
like
might.
Jack's got both.
Yeah. I'm just saying for future reference because I think I was picking up what Theo was putting down.
I thought I had that. I don't know why I don't have it anymore. I might have swapped it out at some point.
It's a ritual. Might as well have it. Costs nothing. It's the first level, if that helps you narrow it down.
Yeah, I don't have it in my list, so.
The first sarcophagi reads, "Rest well, Findon the Stone Mender. Dream of hammer and chisel echoing in your halls." And in giant on the same sarcophagi, it reads, "By the will of Findon the Stone Mender, should an artisan come across this place and to seek guidance or inheritance, you may take whatever you may find in my resting place." On the other sarcophagus, which depicts a hobgoblin woman, it reads, "Beloved Gite, wife of Findon, heavy are the hearts of all who knew you." And that strikes you as kind of strange, Jex, because Gite is not a goblinoid name.
Is it giantish?
It does ring of a giant name, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Does her subscription have inscription have any more?
In giant, it reads, "For those clever and brave enough to enter this chamber, should your hearts be clear, like a cloudless sky at sea, pray take whatever you may need and find within my resting place."
Hmm. So I guess I'm gonna take a small minute and do like a little hobgoblin ritual of thankfulness, and I'm gonna pop open hers, and I think I'm gonna motion Hargrim to pop open his.
Sure.
It will be an athletics check to try and open either of these sarcophagi.
I'll sit in a corner and bounce to get the blood pumping.
I got a crowbar.
Like real quick.
I'll just use my muscles.
You can do it.
Wait a second. I only have advantage.
Before any of these go off, are the sarcophagi warded?
Not according to Theo's detect magic, but there is definitely magic within the sarcophagi.
Okay.
Oh wow, nicely done, gentlemen.
Man, they got +70 athletics.
They are heavy. Both of you just barely manage it. The DC was 20, for the record. So these lids are extremely heavy.
I probably could have done it.
Probably.
I just wanted to watch you guys do it.
I'll put it back and then motion Shabazz to come over.
I'm gonna start walking, but with a limp, like I tweaked my knee.
Oh.
I don't think I can do it now.
Oh, yeah, that happens. That happens.
In Jex's sarcophagi, Findon, the stone mender. You find preserved cloths and cushions of gold and silver trim and fittings, worth 150 gold. The desiccated skeletal remains rest under the coffin. As expected, Findon is wearing a finely wrought funerary mask of gold inlaid with garnets and sapphires. You estimate around 2,000 gold. Perhaps even more if you can find a, like, for example, the hobgoblins just outside might have a vested interest in this. You don't feel like they have a lot of money. A wealthy hobgoblin would pay extreme amounts for something like this. The magic item inside of this sarcophagus are the stonecutters and tinkerers tools. Findon's tools count for both that he was buried with. Numerous finely wrought chisels, awls, scrapers, screwdrivers, wrenches, a number of tools are laid along the length of the coffin ceremoniously. And he holds the hammer clasped across his chest, while his other hand holds their belt.
Look at that, Hargrim. A life for you after we're done with all this nonsense.
I can't hear you.
I said, look at that, Hargrim. A life for you after we're done with all this nonsense.
Why would I want to do that?
I don't know. Better than fighting for all your life.
It's a peaceful living. Yes.
I'm sure your moms would like to not worry about you one night eventually.
Yeah, fair enough.
As long as I'm in the vicinity, she always has to worry.
Ta-tats.
The second sarcophagus opens up something a lot more ominous. At first, you see a hole, a void of black until your eyes adjust and your dark vision comes into play. Hargrim, you see a massive underground chamber. And directly below you, is a standing giant skeleton. Massive in
Oh.
scope. She is standing upright and is also wearing a funerary mask scaled for her. You will not be able to get the funerary mask out of this tomb. Not without the help of magic. You do notice, however, that there is what appears to be a strongbox in the eye socket of her skull, perched rather precariously. It may require some cleverness to get to. Should you fall and tumble down to presumably where Gite's feet are, that could be lethal. A lethal descent. Not to mention, you don't know what's down there.
Get me some rope.
I was just gonna say I have rope. Let's lower down Shabazz. He looks like the lightest.
I've got
I-
fly. I can cast fly.
Oh, well, there's your problem. There you go.
We're starting to tie the rope, and Shabazz like, well, why don't we just fly?
I've got polymorph
No,
too. so
no,
I
no,
can
no,
do
no.
that
It's
one.
Shabazz. He'd let us lower him like halfway down there, and then he'd activate fly to like make us think he was falling, and then he'd just float over there.
Except for I don't know that I want to be the one that goes down. I was thinking about casting it on Hardrum.
I could go down and get it. Yeah, both things.
Also, we can cast Featherfall at will.
Yeah.
That's all.
All of us can.
Can we bring the chest up, or would it be better for me to go down because I can pick the lock if necessary?
I can carry the whole chest up.
About how
Yeah.
many?
Okay.
About
I
Teddy,
can
how
carry,
many
like-
feet is it down?
How many feet is it down?
Yeah. Does it look to be?
I want to say about 30 feet
I
to
can misty
like the eye socket.
Okay, I can misty step
The
down.
eye socket?
Oh.
Yeah, the lockbox is in the eye socket of the giant skull.
No, I was just saying, wow, 30 feet just to the eye socket.
Yeah,
I can carry like 570 pounds.
Damn.
I can
Wait.
feather fall down and then misty step back up if you guys want.
How far to the eye socket is it? It's 30 feet to the eye socket.
Yeah.
And how heavy is the chest? Less than 5.
Presumably, but it's a little difficult to tell from here.
Yeah, let me just misty
levitate
step.
on it. That way nobody has to go down there.
But the mask.
I'll cast
Yeah.
Mage Hand to steer the levitate.
The mask is probably more than 500 pounds, I would guess.
What about 2 levitations?
We would like have to teleport the mask because, like they said, we'd have to get it out with magic, not just carrying magic.
No, it will literally not fit out of the hole.
Who said we had to get it out of the hole? We'll just
We-
sell it in place.
No, we need to go get a collapsible hole, and then we can come back and get it.
Does anyone have a really big bag of holding?
Why don't
That's
we
what a
just make,
collapsible hole is.
we just make the hole bigger? You know,
I mean, I think I have shape Earth.
see?
Any of you whizzies have enlarge reduce?
I have a scroll of enlarge.
We do?
Well, that means any one of us can cast it then, but it's only a minute. I mean, it's
Oh.
not. I believe it's only a minute.
Actually,
Zombie.
I'm pretty tapped for spells, so I can misty step down 30 feet at will, or feather fall down and then misty step up. I might be able to get the mask that way.
It's heavy.
We're not getting the mask. This is just for the chest.
We could
Yeah,
get
the mask is so massive that it is physically impossible to get it out of the hole. Which implies that this tomb was built around the giant. Or she shrunk herself and got down there. She is, after all, depicted as a hobgoblin on her sarcophagus.
What if we shrink the helm enough to levitate it out and then just pry the gems out once it's up top and bigger again?
Why don't we just take the gifts that were given?
No.
I want it all.
Leave.
Are we
Leave.
trying? This is a question to the group. Are we trying to leave after we collect our shinies?
I think so.
Okay. Okay, Teddy. Does does the skeleton count as a person?
Elton does not count as a person.
Let me just double check. I can't see this because text. Any creature that enters the portal instantly appears within 5 feet of the destination circle. So if I were to technically create a teleportation circle around the feet of this skeleton, it would not teleport with us.
Correct.
Okay. That was worth a shot.
But we could knock the mask into the teleport. No, just kidding.
I will cast levitate though on the chest and see if we can't get the chest up there.
That's what I'm waiting to see if that works.
It starts levitating.
Okay.
It bonks, bonk, like on the top ridge of the eyeball, but then it just sort of like rolls along the outside of the skull and continues just coming up until it's floating over top of the sarcophagus.
Hey, Teddy. Question.
Uh-huh.
What constitutes... how do you figure out how much weight I can carry or a general you can carry?
19 strength.
It's what is it? Your strength modifier times 15,
Yeah,
Yeah.
15. That's what it was.
and then
Unless
your carrying capacity is double that.
Unless
Oh,
you have
so I'm double.
special
Though.
privileges like Baloo does, or sorry, Hardrum does.
Oh,
With-
so I'm at 1,140 pounds.
And
Okay.
if your size doubles, then so does your carrying capacity. So when you're big, it's gonna be like 2,000 or something.
So I technically still have 2 dimension doors.
Okay.
So if Hargrim can hold the mask, I can hold Hargrim and take him with me.
I,
Yeah, if the mask is like 1,000 pounds, unless someone enlarges me, but then you can't take me through, can you?
No. I mean, you are a willing creature, so I definitely can take you. I just can't take anything, an object heavier. I personally can't take an object that exceeds my carrying capacity,
But I could.
but you can.
Yeah, as long as you can lift it.
Okay, but even if you get down there and then dimension you guys back into this room, would the mask even fit in this room?
we
Well,
just
Uh,
I like
it'll
the
be a
way
tight squeeze.
because I have 1, 2. I could 3-dimensional doors. So between his 2 and my 3, that's what 400, 500 feet a pop. It's 2,500 feet.
we just hang the mask outside the tower.
Can I just fabricate a cargo door? It says a bridge in the example.
I don't know what's happening.
I mean, I don't want to get the mask out of there, but if they're dedicated to it, I will offer.
Hey.
It's my option.
If
Does-
there's anything I learned from last week is that nothing is too stupid because we got a steel spell book from what I thought essentially was just dirt.
Does anyone have enlarge reduce on their spell list?
I have a scroll.
Yeah, if he's got a scroll, any one of us can cast it because all of us can. So
I will cast it just so I feel like I'm helping. I don't know what's going on.
I have a feeling this is gonna backfire horribly, because it said to be humble. I think when we came in, but I don't think that for science. We're doing this for science.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
Shino and Hargrim got to touch the poles, so
Yeah,
Um,
Theo's got to at least take the mask.
There's a reason why I didn't open either sarcophagus.
So
did I say Shino got to touch Hargrim's poles?
something similar to that, but Shino. So
Hi.
you use the scroll, yes?
I yeah. I'll use the scroll. I have no idea what's going on nor the logistics of this, but if you want me to cast a spell, I'll cast a spell.
do it.
So you cast reduce on the mask, and it shrinks to about the size of like 10 feet radius
Oh.
in like a rough circle, like a 20-foot diameter. And it's just sort of like perched precariously,
I was gonna
like
say,
on the top of her skull.
I was gonna say, should we probably go down there to hold it first?
Hey, you just told me to cast a spell, man. That's all I did. And if I'm being honest with you, I thought I was enlarging Hargrim. I didn't know I was gonna reduce the mask. I'm just doing what you're telling me to do.
So if you prop it up on its side, you could get it up and out of the sarcophagus.
Okay.
It's a tight squeeze, but you can do it.
I'll do that then. I just need help getting down there.
okay. I
Is this where-
will.
Is this where Fly comes in?
Well, we want to make sure we got the treasure chest off to the side because
Yeah.
concentration on both. So
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, do we just push the strong box to the side, and you cast Fly, and
Your
Well,
strong box is safe.
And I
I
would-
was gonna say let's get the box up and safe first, and then I can dimension door or featherfall with Hargrim.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
just
just.
cast fly on Hargrim and he can take you down there.
Well, there you go.
Well, then we don't need the dimension. I'll just fly it back up.
Perfect.
Jax, you have successfully, while everybody else is busy with this nonsense, unlocked.
there's so much going on, I can't concentrate. And I'm trying to
So
take notes.
you get the mask out. And the majority of you realize you have to get it out of here. Like you have to roll it out of here before reduce stops. You got to get it to some place that's bigger to accommodate it when that spell wears off.
If that's the case, how long does enlarge reduce last? 10 minutes?
I think it's just a minute.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you have to move.
Okay.
I'll just carry running.
I would like to then. If are we done here? Are we done here?
It doesn't matter. You're done here. We can clean up. Get out if we got a minute.
All right. I'm gonna cast teleportation circle. And back to the tower.
Top of the tower.
Yeah. Yes. Top of the tower. Yes. Yes.
If you're panicking on where to teleport, I will just say top of the tower. Or-
Roger.
Or if our teleportation circle isn't at the top, then dimension door from wherever it is to the top.
Yeah.
All right, teleportation circle takes all of us.
Yes, it does. So
You
have a minute. So
I guess that's why you asked if we're done.
yeah.
You can just keep it up here.
Yeah,
this has enough room for it.
We'll just
I
mount.
grab onto the chest at the last second, drag it with me into the teleport.
we should have checked to see if there was a weapon on the giant for Hargrim to use.
That's what I posted in chat earlier, was if the hammer was magical or if that was part of the combined tool sets.
That wasn't giant hammer though, was it? That was in the other sarcophagus.
Yeah, that's a medium for a medium-sized creature.
I guess
That
I
was-
didn't notice anything when I flew down there.
When you flew down there, no.
Alright.
A big skeleton.
We can go back at some point.
Who's Chicken Face?
That's the chicken that you guys keep on like throwing down into the
Oh,
hole.
That's right.
Yeah, that's Amelia Cluckhart.
Yep.
It's the chicken in Chicken Hole Spire.
So you guys mount the mask on the the side of your tower because you don't really have another place to put it right now. You receive the following by investigating the chest. First of all, did you guys take the Fender's tools?
Yes.
Was his hammer magical or was that a part of the tools?
His hammer is magical and part of the tools.
Oh, it's both. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, it's part of the set.
But
A Fendor's tool belt grants a +2 bonus to all Tinker's tools and stonemasonry checks. And it grants proficiency. Wait, no, it doesn't grant proficiency. Sorry.
well,
It does give you +2 to those checks, however.
can you just spell Findon and Gita's name for me?
Sure.
Thank you.
Does anybody have proficiency with either of those?
No.
Like
Margaret
what?
might have stone cutters,
Yeah.
being a dwarf and all, but I don't know about tinkers.
Does that magic item require attunement?
The magic item does not require attunement.
Is that something you want?
No, I don't have proficiency with, what was it, stone mason's tools and, tinkers.
Stone cutter and tinkers.
I don't have either of those.
Might be an artificer in Sharn that wants to buy them then.
Or a certain higher we know of.
Yar.
Okay. In the lockbox, Jax, you're looking at a few curious things. First, there is a single ancient giant platinum piece. It is the size of a large dinner plate. It is worth 20 platinum pieces.
Thanks.
Oh, that's cool. I put it on a chain.
It's- What's your strength score?
9.
Okay. When you're wearing it, you'll have disadvantage on acrobatics checks. Like a pendulum effect.
And your movement is cut in half.
You find in a beautiful lacquered box a potion. The potion is very large. It's like a 2-liter. It comes in a beautiful bottle, sort of like a hourglass shaped bottle. With a sort of like sea, like ocean blue liquid with, disgustingly, a very large piece of keratin or something. Oh, you realize that's a fingernail from a very large woman.
Oh.
Ooh.
Is that a cloud giant potion?
That is
Yeah.
a storm giant potion.
Storm giant, even
Oh
better.
my goodness.
Damn.
Oh, this brings back memories.
Oh damn.
With it being that big, is there any kind of constitution check to drink it?
No. You do need to down the whole thing
I mean,
for it to take effect, though.
That's beautiful.
Toe and all.
I feel like Hargrim should probably hold on to that.
You find, about the length of a scimitar, a reptilian claw that has been covered with a coat of molten silver, upon which you identify, because you know giant, the worm rune. Worm being giant for a dragon.
Ooh, a dragon claw. Or fang.
It does appear to be a dragon's claw. Because identify has been mentioned, we'll just go ahead and explain that. This is a Claw of the Worm rune. This dragon's claw has been covered with a coat of molten silver. Wait, I just read that. It has the following properties. As an action, you can point the claw at any dragon or a creature with the dragon type within 30 feet of you. The dragon then must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or gain vulnerability to all damage types until the end of your next turn. This property can be used 3 times and regains all expended uses at the next dawn.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
If you are attuned, well, for the previous effect, you also need to be attuned. The item requires attunement. But you can display it on your person as well, and it gives you resistance to the damage caused by any dragon's breath weapon. Not elemental resistance, resistance to breath weapons specifically.
Don't you have to specify the type of dragon too?
No,
Oh.
it just gives you resistance to breath weapons.
Oh.
Just curious,
Holy
would that apply
shit.
to like Dragonsborn's breath weapon?
No, curiously enough, Dragonborn are not considered dragons, even by bloodline.
And they don't have tails.
Oh, that's.
They. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying that's cool.
It is pretty cool. It's also weird that Dragonborn are not related to dragons biologically at all, and just happen to have a passing resemblance. But whatever, Wizards of the Coast. Wormward is its third ability. You can transfer the claw's magic to a place by tracing the worm rune on the ground with the finger. The point where you trace it becomes the center of a spherical area of magic that has a 100-foot radius, and that is fixed to the place. The transfer takes 8 hours of work that requires the claw to be within 5 feet of you. At the end, the claw is destroyed, and the area gains the following property. While in the 100-foot radius sphere, any dragon has a disadvantage on saving throws and can have a flying speed no higher than 10 feet.
Should we test it out and go fuck up that dragon turtle?
Hey,
Hey,
it is carrying an ancient artifact.
Hey
It was-
Theo, you want your penis back?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say dragon turtles are also not related to dragons.
No, they are, aren't they? They're dragons.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
More turtle than dragon.
There is.
Yep, they're
Right.
gargantuan dragons. Yeah. Okay.
They are dragons. Dragon turtles are dragons.
Neat.
There is one more artifact. It is a leather-bound tome, and it has an enchantment on it. The book itself isn't magical. There is an enchantment on it that has protected it from time. Jax, when you open it, there is a preface, a personal note written in giant. I have lived a fulfilling life, though my true identity will remain a secret until my death. And though I have built a wonderful life with my husband and with our children, I do not wish for the ancient disciplines of my people, for my art to perish with me. I cannot trust that others of my kind will be as prudent and careful with their teachings. Within these pages, I wish for a worthy successor. By either seeking me out or by the whims of fate, to carry on my legacy. And as you flip through the pages, you realize that this book puts into careful detail, incorporating giant runes into one's combat style. This is a Rune Knight manual. Rune Knights in Eberron, if anyone is aware of them, know that they are a lost art form since the fall of the giant empire. They do not canonically exist. At least not anymore in the Eberron setting.
huh, this would go really good with that set of carving tools.
I hope by the time you get your next level that Jax finds an excuse to give it to Hargrim.
I tried to hint at it down there, and he's like, I don't even know what I need those for.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe once Hargrim drinks a potion, he'll see the ways of the giant.
Hargrim don't know.
Is there even any dragons in these game?
There are a few dragons
Well, I
in
don't
this
got
campaign.
Well, I don't got anything attuned anyway.
We need a shopping session.
Did you
Which-
check the group loot? Because there's like boots or something in there at least. Not that it's super helpful, but something you could attune to.
I'll be honest, I haven't updated the group loot in like months.
Yeah, but there's what am I thinking of? Oh, the boots of
It's-
striding and springing.
That's in the group loot, but there's a lot I need to put in there, and I've been neglecting it. I'm so sorry.
I can't believe it.
to be fair, we had like a 2-month break.
Is there still a hag heart in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't really sold anything since like 2 dungeons ago.
I know, but I also haven't added anything since 2 dungeons ago.
Yeah, I imagine our gold split's probably pretty hefty.
I mean, we got a lot of Electrum in there and some copper, not to mention everything we've looted in like the past 2 temples. So I need to scroll through notes and add.
If you want the boots of striding and springing, though, you can take them.
Let me look.
It's movement speed, I think, though, which probably wouldn't be terrible for you.
Which, I mean, speaking for myself, now that we're out of the dungeon and we can long rest and do things properly, probably spend the last half of session doing a shopping session because I need to see a doctor.
We gotta split that money first.
And I need to update party loop.
We gotta sell. Sell.
I guess they're not really that great, Jax. It's just more jumping distance.
Yeah, my walking speed's already higher than those.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, I haven't updated party loot since February. Which is good because everything after this point I can just straight up add.
Ultimately, though, I mean, based on what you described there, Teddy, I mean, I know Hargrim's probably going Rune Knight, but if that doesn't exist, it's priceless then, right?
Hey.
A book on Rune Knight.
Hey.
A priceless book.
Hey. Just because I didn't connect the dots with the tools doesn't mean I don't have interest in the book.
Considering its curious connection with the ancient Hobgoblin Empire and that it's a lost art, and that it's so well preserved, yeah, it would be priceless. You could make a bunch of bank if you were to sell it. I will say, Hargrim, if you lose it, even after getting Rune Knight, you will not be able to level fighter anymore after taking the subclass. You will need to have it in your possession.
I'm gonna need that.
Oh, so basically, after he takes it, then it's still priceless, but he doesn't need it?
As soon as he feels like he's finished leveling Rune Knight, then I suppose you don't need it.
We have a giant decorative mask hanging on the side of the tower we can sell first. If somebody will take it.
Not to mention, it is, because I believe the only person in the party, correct me if I'm wrong, who knows Giant is Jax. And everyone is looking at the giant decorative mask except for Jax. So it is entirely up to Jax whether or not the rest of you know this thing exists.
Nice.
I have to wait till a private moment to approach Hargrim with this.
I wrote this myself.
Hey,
Have an
I'm
inspiration.
working on this martial kind of magic you might be good at.
I drummed this up, last minute. But maybe you could use it.
I've seen some things in Shino's Dragonmark.
I need those runes.
Okay.
It's funny, we're all gonna end up fighters.
I'm not. I can't.
most of us are gonna end up fighters.
Not unless I suddenly get a point of dexterity out of nowhere. I can't.
Oh, your dex is only 12?
Yeah.
Oof.
Squish.
Listen, I invested where it mattered.
You want to sell both of those masks then?
I can't see what else we'd need him for. Well, you might need the gems, I don't know. Don't you have a thing?
I did, but Bud made me realize that I'm only gonna get 1 6th level spell for the rest of the game, so there's really no point in choosing having more 6th level spells aside from like 4 or 5, because I can only cast 1.
Right.
Okay. For the price of these masks, I'm assuming you're keeping everything else.
For now, I guess.
I don't care if you want to sell the tools either. Like, nobody
Well,
else probably can use them, so.
Yeah.
Or do you get some with your rune knight that you will be able to use them?
I have no idea. Let's take it.
They can
That-
be used with your runate stuff.
Yeah,
Oh.
tools.
Yeah, let's
and
hold on to those then.
stoneworkers.
Yeah.
I was going to anyway, along with most of the Dar books.
If you, Teddy, if you just want to give us a gold value, and then I can spend break updating party loot, so we have an updated list, and then we can decide if we want to liquidate the list.
Here's the thing. For those
Uh-huh.
masks,
Uh-huh.
I need either a persuasion check, which will
Ooh.
give you potentially a lower payout, or a history or investigation checks, which may give a higher payout.
Shino's a 13 to my 12, so I give you advantage.
I got a 13 investigation, a 10 persuasion.
My,
Nope.
my persuasion's a minimum of 23.
Theo's already on it. We got 22. First come, first serve. Theo, you go checking out for any potential collectors, investors, or museums. With a 22, you walk away having sold both masks
Oh,
for a total of 600 platinum points. Platinum notes.
holy shit.
See, it was worth all that finagling to get it out of there. Do we know if that was like 300 apiece, or the bigger one had to have been worth more, right?
I don't know. I could have been worth more with that 23.
No, he said the persuasion was going to be less gold.
You said 300 or 600 platinum?
It's 600 total.
600 total. 600
600
platinum
total.
total for both of them. You estimated that you would have probably been looking at around 450 platinum.
For
Is what you were
persuasion.
expecting.
Oh, jeez.
Mm.
No, not for persuasion, just default.
Okay.
Well done, sir.
Sorry, I have a +7 in history, so it's gonna be good, unless I roll the natural one.
No, yeah, that's good. And you know what's good about 600? You guys can divide it evenly. Wait, no, you can't. There's only 5 of you.
Yeah.
It's fine. I got a thing for that. Party size is 5.
Yeah, isn't that 120
600.
apiece?
Yep. 1,200 gold for all 5. If we just want to do that right now.
Well, isn't that 120? Wait, what's the platinum conversion?
Platinum is 10 to 1. Every
10 gold
1
total.
platinum is 10 gold.
You said 1,500?
1,200.
1,200. Ooh, I can go get some new spells.
Do you guys remember what the cost was for that attunement thing that one guy does?
NK.
Give me a second. It was like 5 and 10 for something.
It's 10 and 50. It's 10K for the
50,
extra
that's what it
attunement
was.
and 50 for the extra con.
Well, we're not there yet.
Yep, 10 for attunement, 50 for con. I mean, if we pooled our money, active and party loot, we probably could have 50. Just kidding. I'm huffing hopium.
I'm looking for the attunement, so I don't care about the.
I'm huffing hopium. There's no way we just have 50.
I think we'd at least have over 10.
We'd have at least half of 50.
I did have an idea of how to get some platinum. Or gold, I'm sorry. Funds. I just figure Theo's got to know some housies, right? Some rich ass housies. And now that he is the head of this investigation, is that a secret, or can we tell people that?
I don't
that was-
recall stating that it's a secret.
It was a private conversation.
There was, but I mean,
I'm just saying, if you can get Shabazz at a quote unquote fundraiser, get some rich housies in a room with his persuasion skills and trying to get them to fund our little adventure here.
The ball we just have to take Cat to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, take me with you.
No, we have to go to that whole fancy shindig because we promised somebody a date with Shino, and then we could politically ask for donors while we're there. You know, smooge and wooze.
there we go.
Yeah, but isn't that the Boromars? Like, there's a difference between Housey money and Boromar money, isn't there? Like, the Housies are still richer.
Yeah, but
Uh,
it was just the Boromar's son who got invited. So
I don't know if there's a difference in gold. I think there just might be a difference in how the gold is acquired.
Yeah.
Well, from what I understand, this is one of those higher up Boromars going to a housey kind of shindig. The overlap of the higher criminal syndicate and the nobles.
So basically, he's our foot in the door.
Yeah. I mean, and it's
Exactly.
not just the Halseys. You've got people from the nobles all up in the Skyway as well. So it's the all of the
We
royalty and
we
nobility.
we have a formal invitation from Big Boss Sidan Boromar, I believe, that Shino specifically has to escort, possibly Kino has to escort his grandson to a gala, and Shabazz is extended that offer to entertain at the same venue.
No, so you can make money for us, Shabazz.
Yeah, you can just do a speech. Say all tips donated to your performance goes to the fight against the elemental terrorists.
Oh, you better believe there's going to be some fear mongering.
Are you
Start
gonna do
extorting
the
Bob.
Uncle
Buy
Sam?
your war bond, Shabazz branded war bond.
Could name
Okay.
they could be branded. They're Shabans.
Shabazz.
Shabazz's Shabans.
I kind of like Shabucks.
And Shabucks are cheaper. Shabans are about 10 times the cost.
10
Supply
Shabucks
and
equals
demand.
Shaban.
Yeah,
Oh,
great competition.
Well, all kidding
Uh,
aside, I think that's probably like there's some gold in that. I think we can raise some money that way.
I do want to have an excuse to show off my persuasion skill now that it's actually existing.
I've been trying to convince y'all to go mooch off the nobles for a couple of episodes now.
There's
I
just rubbing his hands together during this conversation.
I would like to send a note or letter or whatever missive of some sort communication to the powers that be to notify someone regarding the devastation orb that is down back in that temple,
Okay.
and to either disarm it
Uh.
or destroy it.
Whoa. Let's not destroy it because I think we need it.
The devastation orb. Also,
Yeah.
don't you guys have it?
Yes,
Yeah, I
In
thought
your
we put it in
possession.
the bag.
it's in your
Yeah.
possession, Theo.
Oh,
One thing we did forget, unless I was kind of like washed over with the bygones being bygones conversation, is our goblin friends that did the attack. Did we ever like set them free and just be like, hey, sorry? Yeah.
Oh yeah, they went back to.
Okay.
I mean, It was an important fight. They don't regret it. They just discovered they were very outmatched. Fenor does kind of like make a comment about how we were expecting backup
Same.
from you guys at some point, but that complex is very large. So
There was a lot more expected between
yeah,
here and there. I'm sorry.
We expected you to perform better.
Oh,
Max the Bag Spawn says, "Don't be rude."
Whoa.
Escalated quickly.
Can we take a break?
they did They did lose. I was just about to say, but the conversation kept on rolling.
I know.
Yes, we are like 10 minutes overtime. Let's take our 10 to 15. And then when we come back, it sounds like there's going to be a lot of shopping to do. So whatever happens there happens there. But we'll also have some plot developments. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Fish found out how much money we has, please.
I return.
Gondor calls for aid. Wait, what? Wrong line.
Fine, I've lit the beacons.
And Rohan will answer.
And now all of China knows you're here. So yeah, you guys made out with quite a haul. One could argue.
Please don't mess with party loot. I am currently in it fixing things. Yeah. There isn't much I need to add.
Yeah, you guys sure did manage to procure some things, but
Hey, Hargrim, did you say you have a bard that you play in a different campaign?
I did, yes. I used to play one.
What did
We
you take for your magical secrets?
Yes.
Silvery barbs.
This was a year ago. Let's see here. I actually have my notes in front of me. Give me a minute.
Oh, that reminded me. This is like my 1 year too. I think it was the 13th last year. So yay, 1 year.
What did I take?
I've been involved in organizations that'll give you a chip for that.
Magical secrets.
Have you told us? You did. Is that infernal something? That's the one you took, right? Bud?
No, I took the fine greater steed, and I did when everybody logged in, and just before we started, I had circle of power, the paladin spell. But when I saw nobody had wall of force, I took wall of force and dropped the pally debuff. I just assumed somebody had wall of force, so. Speaking of, Teddy, are you here?
yeah, I'm here.
The Pegasus doesn't technically have any armor proficiencies.
Yeah.
But there is in the handbook that talks about barding and paying for the armor and stuff for it.
Yeah.
Would you require that it had proficiency or? Because if it doesn't, it gets disadvantage on dex saves. If I try to put armor on it and it doesn't have proficiency.
Well, it's intelligent, right?
It is. Yep.
So
Well,
yeah, probably.
That's
I can give it
average intelligence,
proficiency.
isn't it? Okay.
It's just a bit. It's a bit different from, say, like a horse. With an intelligence of 10, you could, in theory, very quickly and easily train it to be proficient with time without like animal handling checks or anything like that.
Very nice. And I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it does say that the barding for any mount is 4 times the regular armor cost. Is that something that should be readily available then? It doesn't say anything anywhere about it being uncommon. It's just in the regular section there.
Yeah. No, you can commission it. Probably find folks. House. Is it Beneath? There's a dragon marked house that deals with animals, and they also handle barding and stuff. So yeah, as long as you got the cash.
And on the same subject, before I forget, you probably want to get a Pegasus token ready.
Hey, a Pegasus token.
Yeah, not immediately, but when I summon the Pegasus,
Uh-huh.
need a token for it to ride around on.
Oh, I thought you meant like something along the lines of like a feather token. No, yeah. I got you.
Jax, are you keeping that giant plat coin?
No, that was a joke.
You totally should. I think it'd be fucking hilarious.
With the size of it, what could you freaking MacGyver with your fabricate? That's got to be a buttload of platinum. Like, you probably don't see it exist that much in one place like that, would you?
Actually, you know what? I am going to keep it. That is a really good point, Shabazz. That could be a good component for fabricating.
Unless specifically said otherwise, it is going in the group loot, or I'm basing it off as assumption, i.e., I'm assuming that Storm Giant Potion is going to Hargrim,
Yes.
and along with the Rune Knight manual, the Stonecutters and Tinker's tools is all going to Hargrim, and that alarm clock shield is also going to Hargrim.
Yeesh.
It's Christmas.
Hey, Teddy, I want to make a Rune Knight too.
Heard there's a manual.
I don't know. Definitely not.
I need to tally gold and add it.
Believe it or not, most of that stuff was already in the module. And the only thing I added was the manual. And the tools. The tools by default are just Stonecutter's tools. They're not magical or anything. They're just junk trade for cash items. But that's not as fun. So we gave him a little bit of magic.
You guys don't need to wait on me.
Is everyone here? Are we missing anybody?
No,
I think we're all here, yeah.
Yar.
She.
Well, all right then. First things first, this is an excellent time to take a breather. I imagine you eventually go back, or at least like get in contact with your hobgoblin compatriots and let them know where you disappeared to.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll head that up. I'll make sure to get in contact with him.
Would you say we've experienced a long rest by this point?
Oh yeah, you'll definitely have an opportunity to do so.
Okay.
All right. Let me change the text on party loot for those of you fucking psychopaths that work in light mode.
What a guy.
I like how I didn't sound judgy at all there.
What are you talking about? That came purely from the heart with love.
And no judgment.
All right. Theo, let me know if that is
You can keep your
legible to you.
secrets.
Is that legible to you?
I gotta find party loot. Hold on. There it is. Party loot. Yes. Yes.
Just for the record, I have already incorporated that 600 platinum distribution to us all. So the coin value is as stands, and I can split that as is 5 ways, and then all we have to do is just worry about selling literally everything else.
You have all the armor you need for your bobs before we sell the scale mail or the breastplate or anything.
Well, we got a fresh new fighter in our group that might need it.
Oh yeah, that too.
Also, I did claim the Dar bag of holding. That's what I was keeping the skeletons in.
Okay,
Um,
there's a couple things that
I would like to keep the gems, just because technically spell components.
for what?
Well, teleportation circle is um, rare
I'm not
chalks
saying
and inks infused with precious gems worth 50 gold.
okay. I was gonna say I'm not saying no, but I'm just curious.
Yeah, with these higher spells,
Yeah.
it spell components and large and gems and stuff like that become kind of important.
Yeah,
Hey, didn't you need ivory statue with some gems in it too for something?
I did, but I'm not taking that spell anymore
Oh, okay.
because I can only cast 1/6, and there's no point in me going after that.
I also see 50 old Dar tomes and a book stash, and Jack said he wanted some. I don't know if both or he wanted some of the books.
Yeah, mostly for backstory, RP reasons, and I thought we gave Theo the dust of disappearance when he was scouting ahead.
Oh,
We did?
No, we didn't. No, I don't think we did.
I thought I mentioned that because that's how he'd been doing his sneaky thing in that last dungeon.
Oh no,
I thought he.
I did alter self.
No, I suggested you keep it because you were doing the sneaky stuff.
Oh.
Oh, we didn't use it. He's just got it in his inventory. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. That could be. Yeah. I know we didn't use it though. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I knew we didn't use it either, so that's why I put it in the loot.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
fair.
know. I didn't know if Theo had it specifically.
No, that's fair.
It can
I
go
did.
back
I don't know if you guys have
in
looked
loot.
at that either. I believe that's a group in Viz.
Thank you, Shino. I appreciate you doing the notes.
Here, I'll just put some respect on my name. How does Electrum get divvied up? Do I need to do that separately from the copper and the silver and the platinum?
I mean, it has its own spot on your sheet. That's the EP.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, do
Electrum.
people want Electrum, or should I convert it to gold for you?
I would convert it to gold or silver.
Electrum is a nonsense currency, which frustrates me as to why they even included it, because it doesn't add anything to gameplay.
Okay, I will add it to the converter.
It's like $2 bills. Like they're cool to have, but literally no use for them.
Something I'm not seeing that I know that we had. I'm just checking before I say this. We had a weird tank, didn't we? Or 2 weird tanks?
Eberrom has that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not the group loot. Gotcha.
I mean, yeah. I'll just put it in the tower. I don't know what else to do with it.
Oh, a list of things. Thank you.
Are we giving Shino all our extra shit?
All right. So it didn't come out clean, but these are the totals. So some of us is gonna have 1 less copper.
I think I can sacrifice the 1 copper.
Same.
I don't want to dirty my fingers with the copper anyway.
Okay. Argon, and
First thing you guys do, 100 gold on monocles.
then check.
Get a nice new top hat.
I can't do math. Hold on.
There you go.
So did you
But
split up the whatever the 600 as well from previous?
Yeah, we already got that.
Okay. Good. Just making sure.
So I put your names next to the gold values in copper and silvers that you need to add to your sheets.
Okay, so we're up to 400.
Ooh, Silva.
I feel like we kind of broke ass from all that, actually.
There wasn't a lot of gold we looted. We looted a lot of things, but not much of coin.
I guess that's fair. True.
And 7 copper.
1 step closer.
You guys each did walk away with $1,000 from the one
That is
room.
also true.
From the what?
From the masks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we only got 600 for the mask.
No,
No,
we got 1200
600.
gold.
We got 600 platinum, but 600 platinum split 5 ways is 1200 gold. I, for whatever reason, have Electrum on my sheet. I guess that's just gonna stay there.
I mean, will it real with you? When I had to remake Jax, none of my money carried over because I don't actually know how much money he had to begin with.
Oh no! Did you not have a copy?
I don't think he had much though, because didn't you pay Hargrim's bounty to free him from his contract?
Well, yeah, I just didn't keep that money, but we still had a bunch of loot after that too.
Yeah, he probably had like a couple hundred. I'm sure.
We'll call it 300 gold and call it solid. If you're okay with that, Jax.
Yeah, that sounds alright.
All right. Let me re-bring up.
Tell
Prelude.
everybody.
Yep. I'm zeroing out the coin values of the treasury, but we still have many, many things else to sell. If we so choose.
Over Diddy.
That efficient quiver that's listed, you actually have that, Hargrim, don't you? That's where you store your gems.
Jax had it.
Oh.
Wasn't I supposed to be taking something else off here? Didn't someone say take something else off?
The books sash, wasn't that on Jax?
No, I put the efficient quiver back when we got the bag of holding for the skeletons.
Okay, so that's
it was the gemstones. Theo, what do you want me to take off for that we're keeping?
I will take the garnets.
The 4 garnets.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are worth
100 gold each.
100 gold each.
I better double check my new spells. I think I'm good.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Object engraved with the symbol of the outer planes. I need to find one of those. I need leadstone and a pinch of dust. Teddy, if I'm not mistaken, as long as it has a gold value, we don't need to worry about it. Or if it has a gold value, we need to have it. But if it doesn't have a gold value, we're good.
Yep.
Okay.
As long as you've got your arcane focus.
Right. Or spell component pouch. Material pouch. That's the word.
Yep.
Okay.
If it comes with a price, you got to have it on your sheet.
Can somebody roll to ID the egg? Do we know what it is?
Oh yeah, that's a chimera egg.
I was gonna say it's probably a chimera egg.
Put it in the stables.
That's a good shout.
Get the chicken to sit on it.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. We have a griffin down in the stables though that could probably be a better mother, right? Than a chicken.
2 parents is better than 1. It is gonna be a chimera after
We have a
all.
bunch of shit in the basement, don't we? What else down there, dude?
We got a bunch of shit in the basement. Got skeletons in your closet too?
No, we put a bunch of animals down there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Hey, if nobody's laying claim to those 2 Kyber candies in the group loot, I'll take them.
And I was gonna say that you need to make animal handling checks, but I forgot you have a fucking pet druid in the basement too. And she's just been hanging out there.
The
Satyr.
dealing lady.
Garyana.
Yeah, Satyr. Yeah. I must protect that one with my life.
She will take care of your fucking egg.
Hell yeah.
Good.
She is, after all, an employee.
That was my favorite recruit. She's the
That's
only
good.
person I still have on my sheet notes.
I for some reason have taken a quite fond of her as well.
I say we give it to the Warforged.
Yeah, what's his name? X-23 or something.
Oh yeah, I took this spell, but can't afford to use it. Holy shit. Why did I take this?
If you give it to 23, he is gonna look at it and then take a Sharpie and draw a face on it.
Hell yeah.
With this, I will learn empathy.
You are getting better, my friend. Getting better.
With this, I will learn the value of humanoid life.
Beautiful. I should just hand him the chicken and say, keep this alive. See what he does.
Carries it with him everywhere.
That's canon now.
In terms of shopping, I have no idea, but I do know I need to go see a healer. Although I'm wondering if I should wait to see the healer. But that's a meta knowledge.
I mean, that's all you guys. You're divvying up your loot. You're organizing all that. Once you're ready to go out and hit the town, you let me know.
Well, before we go, let's talk about what we're keeping and what we're selling. And I'll make notes in the list of said thing. Like, Theo, since you're a fighter now, do you want a breastplate? Or a longsword?
So I kind of had a question about that. As a wizard, I'm not proficient, but as a fighter, I am. Does that impose disadvantage if I cast spells while wearing armor?
No.
Not if you're proficient.
Yeah.
And,
And-
fighters are proficient in everything, so you could wear plate and cast if you want to now. Or well, you probably have strength for it, but
I've got the
What
strength
was
for
your
it.
dex?
My dex is a 14, so I just barely made it.
Yeah, you need a strength of
Oh.
15 to wear heavy armor.
Yeah, I chose medium armor because I didn't want to get the disadvantage with heavy armor.
Medium armor's good. And with your dex of 14, that is perfect by rules as written. And if you bump up that dex again with my house rules, you'll get an additional one. You can go up to 16 before that's capped.
I believe Sheena was wondering if you do increase your AC, if you need your bracers anymore.
He can't use the bracers if he's wearing armor.
That is true. The bracers will not stack with your armor.
What if we trade your bracers for my coat that I was going to sell?
That's an idea.
That is an idea. So I get a plus
And-
2
And
the bracers.
and Jex would take the bracers.
Yeah, because I had a mithril breastplate coat, which is 14 plus dex.
Ooh, 14
Yeah, that-
plus
that'd be
dex. It drops me down to 16 armor class. But plus mage armor gives me a plus 2, so that would give me
Mage
You
armor
can't
only.
mage armor either.
Oh,
When you're
yeah.
unarmed.
Yeah,
Poo.
armor might not be the best route for you anyway.
Are we sure?
It does save you a spell slot, though.
You can also carry a shield, which is going to be plus 2. Which
That
shouldn't
is
impede you
also
much unless
true.
you intend on weapon attacking.
You could hold a shield with
Oh,
one
I
hand
guess
and your
so.
spell book in the other.
And the only thing that really prevents is
I
No,
cast
nothing.
my spells through my dragon mark. I don't need a spell book.
Oh,
Or I don't need like
Fuck.
an arcane focus.
well, fuck me then. All right.
Yeah, perks of being a dragon mark.
I got one
Um,
too. It's just not legal.
if you're
Um,
holding a shield and you don't have Warcaster and you've got
He does
weapon
have
in the other hand,
Warcaster.
I
Oh,
do
then it
have
doesn't matter.
Warcaster.
Doesn't matter.
And I chose what fighting style did I choose? Oh, I chose maneuver of the battle master for maneuvers.
Yeah.
You
So
know what?
maybe Theo should get that clock shield.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know if I want to.
it's a +1 shield. That's 3 AC for free as long as you hold it. Plus, you have your stone wings from
Yeah,
Rissy question
Arisi.
mark.
yeah.
That gives you 2 AC, so that's 5 AC on tap just for items, not
Plus,
including armor.
Wait, I
You
get.
attend to it. You
Hold on.
get to do alarm once a day.
Where is my wings of flying? They
That's a benefit.
provide me and no, the wings of flying don't give me an AC bonus.
Do they not? I thought they did.
I don't think so. Wings of.
I thought they gave you like a +2 because they were like stone or something.
No.
No,
No?
they're just
Oh.
they're just
They are
bat wings.
yeah, they are artificery.
Yeah.
Flight and +2 AC is pretty powerful.
Yeah, I was gonna
I-
say.
Flight's pretty powerful.
I thought for sure it was like flight and AC. That's why I thought you were so balls to the wall. 17 AC.
Well, it's because of my armors of defense, and then or my bracers of defense, and then mage armor bumped me up to 16 or to 17. Because I have a decent dex.
Okay, so I guess the big question at hand is: are you gonna wear armor or not?
Let me take a look.
Because we could specifically go shopping for armor, and you might find something.
I'm want to know who gets his bracers if he doesn't want them.
That's the sub question behind my question.
Mage fight.
So medium armor.
Depends on if I can find armor I like or not.
You can
Well-
wear leather because you're rogue, or medium.
He can wear light.
Yeah.
Rogues don't get medium. Excuse
Are
me.
you? Do you have a better AC than with mage armor than with light armor?
I get a +4.
Base light armor, but
Oh,
+1
shit.
light armor would be the same as mage armor.
Yeah, but mage armor is ritually cast, isn't it?
Okay, so
Learned
mage
that
armor.
recently.
Mage armor gives us a +2, correct?
13 plus dex.
13 plus dex. So that was a 15. All right. So, I think yes, I will. We will go purchase some armor, and as much as me, Michael, as the player, doesn't want it, I think Theo will also take the shield.
Well, we don't need to. You don't necessarily need to take the shield if you don't want to. Don't let these guys pressure you.
Well, this is a bit meta, but so my medium armor gives me my dex mod plus a maximum
Um,
wait, hold on. If you wear it, you add your dex modifier to a maximum of +2. Gotcha, never mind.
But with my house rule, that's a maximum +3.
Okay.
In addition to that, you shouldn't need to buy armor because Jack's got a set already for you.
Yeah.
and I lied. It was half plate, not breastplate, so it's 15 plus dex.
So 15 plus 2 is 17, and if you have the +3 shield, that takes your AC to 20.
That's pretty good for a fucking wizard.
Yeah, I'll take all that because I was actually looking at the half plate, so we'll do it.
Yeah, and since it's mithril, you don't have the disadvantage of stealth.
Half plate doesn't have disadvantage stealth anyway. Mine's mithril, I think. I don't know that Jex's was.
Woohoo! All right.
No, I specifically paid for Mithril on my last one.
Yeah.
So, Theo, if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and get into your sheet and
By all means.
tinker with that armor.
And
Sweet.
plus, if you still wanted to spend money on defense, you could just have that enchanted.
And
Alright, no,
yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Go
Oh
ahead.
no, and then yeah, Jex, you can go ahead. I'll give you my bracers, or Shino if you want them. If you don't have them.
I think
I
we
would-
should figure out how we can get max AC for both of them.
I would love to have the bracers of defense, but Jex is a blade singer, so he would get far more use out of it than I ever would.
Okay.
Part of me wants to try to get +1 light armor, so I don't have to worry about remembering to ritual cast every morning, and then a ring of protection. But if we can't find something in that decent, then I'll take the gauntlets. If not, you can have them.
All right, if we're throwing everything in the pool, I do have a ring of protection, which honestly is more for the +1 to saves than it is +1 to AC. But I'm not gonna scoff at a +1 AC at my level.
I
So
do have a cloak of protection.
both would be attunement. So Jex, if you take the bracers and the cloak and ring, that would be all 3 of your attunement slots right there.
I'll just lose 1 AC in my bonus, but that's fine.
Okay, but do those all bonuses stack to AC?
Yes. So long as the bracers work, so long as you don't wear a shield or armor. And if you ritually cast mage armor, which is 13 plus your dex, plus the bracers, that's already just 15 plus dex, and then the 2 rings become 17 plus dex. Or the ring and the cloak.
That would put me at 21 base.
Oh
and
my
then
god.
Blade singing would knock me up like 3 more.
And they said wizards can't be tanks.
You guys don't have way more AC than me.
That would then mean I'm down to a 14 AC.
Oh,
I'll be at
goodness.
16.
So, do we want to put the ring and the cloak to heart? Oh, you're tapped for attunement slots.
Yar.
Because if you're blade singing, Jex, then maybe we don't need to. Not trying to be mean, but maybe we don't need to slap all of the ACs on you. We can
I
probably redistribute them.
That's what I'm saying. I can just get the +1 light armor with some of the money I have, and you take the bracers. But I'll trade you
Okay.
the bracers for the ring since.
Okay, so if you get armor, what are you looking at? You want studded? +1 studded?
Yeah, but there's a glamorous +1 studded that basically just makes you let it look like clothes.
And that's what you want, is a glamorous +1.
Yes.
So that's 13
also-
plus your full dex, which
Just real quick. Theo, are you keeping that cloak of protection?
Oh, I didn't even remember a cloak of protection. I have a cloak of
I didn't.
protection?
I didn't know we had
Yeah.
to.
I thought Hargrim was the only one that had one.
Yeah.
No, because I don't think I can wear. Can I wear a cloak with?
If you have the attunement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cloaks and rings of protections are fine
+1
with armor.
You know what?
It's
Yes,
just
I will keep it. Oh wait,
It's the braciers and armor that clash.
actually, I'll give Shino. Do you want to wear a cloak?
I'd rather have the ring,
Okay.
if I'm just being honest. Mechanically, it's fine, but thematically, I'd rather have the ring.
Well, the ring gives you +1 to your con saves too, which is pretty big.
Yeah.
How much is a ring of protection, honestly?
Oddly enough, I think the cloak costs more than the ring, even though they do fundamentally the same thing.
Cloak, it's a +1 to all saves, I think, right? Or am I thinking of something else? Let me look.
It does give you a +1 to saves.
Yeah, all saves.
Theo
It's
has an
exactly
AC
the
of
same.
21. Sorry, what was that, Jex?
I was gonna say, aren't they just exactly the same thing but for different slots?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're mechanically the same thing. And oddly enough, I remember the cloak costing more than the ring. Or the ring is less common, or something like that.
The ring costs more and is less common because it's concealable.
Ah,
How much is either of them?
it's like 1,800 or something.
Yeah, a ring of protection is 2K currently. Cloak is 1,800.
So I guess now the next question, now that we have Theo all sorted out, Jex, would you prefer to go armorless or armored?
I want to go armored because late game, once we start rolling in the money, adding enchantments is going to outpace bracers and decks.
All right. So then that by default means the braciers go to me. 'Cause I'm assuming, actually,
I think I want those bracers.
actually, there is a complication. Hargrim, do you want to go unarmored or do you want to go armored?
New.
Is you have unarmored defense and you can use these bracers as well.
Yeah, but when we did the math, I was better off with the armor, so I'll just stick with the armor. Make it simple. You keep it.
Okay.
Plus, I just got like 75% of the loot we get, so I don't need anything.
So then who took our cloak and ring? Or are those gonna fall back to me too?
I still have my cloak. I mean, I didn't give it up
Oh,
yet.
yes. Okay, you have your cloak. What's your AC at?
17.
Oh, but you're tapped for attunement.
Until I get 10k, yeah.
Okay. All right.
But remember too, Hargrim's got resistance to everything and
Yeah.
what, 236 hit points.
Hey, not that much yet.
So a little bit less AC on Hargrim's not terrible. Is what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
That's true.
One more hit AC on you is probably more important than one more AC
Is-
on Hargrim.
Is there anything you want to attune to?
Not right away, but I'm sure I could find something eventually.
You know his vagina.
Okay. So we have Theo is arbitrarily, I'm just gonna say, marked as done. I'm sure we'll hammer out the fine details later. Jax is arbitrarily marked as done. Hargrim is marked as done. Shabazz, I'm assuming nothing's changing for you.
Are you talking about like swapping gear and stuff?
Yeah.
Or attunements.
And anything.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I don't think I need any of the items or anything off the list. The Kyber candies can stay in the bag. I don't want those sold.
Right.
Don't
Those
sell my drugs.
that's fine. I wasn't planning on selling them. Okay. So then that means Bracers of Defense fall to Shino. Ring of Protection falls to Shino.
Oh wait, I didn't know I could have the bracers of defense. Yeah, I want those. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I am currently very pleased with all my attunement slots. I would have to come across something new and
I am full on attunement because I think my tentacle rod requires attunement.
what does that put you at now then, Jax, for attunement slots?
None.
Oh, you still don't have any?
Yeah.
Do you want the ring?
I mean, partially yes, but also with my build, I probably have the better survivability and save, so you should have it. And I'm thinking about just buying one straight up, but not sure yet.
Okay. So I just want to figure out where my AC's at. Oh, like, why must you have them now?
Theo, yours AC's 21.
Nonsense Wizard AC 21. Yep, I'm looking right at it.
Yeah, I matched that with Dex, Mage Armor, and AC. So
So
we're doing pretty alright over here.
bring me up to 15? No. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so that works. That works. Click that, click that. Alright, I'm sitting at a 17. Which, as a wizard, I'm perfectly content with.
No, that's not terrible for straight win.
As a player, not happy, but considering the circumstances, I'm chill with the 17. And considering I just picked up a spell, I have +2 on tap if I need be. For a minute, I have +2 on tap. Okay. Okay. So let's just lightning round our party loot.
Mhm.
Hagheart, we're keeping. Candle of the Deep, are we keeping it or getting rid of it?
Adios, motherfucker.
Goodbye. The 2 Featherfall mantles, which I believe require attunement, and I don't think we need anymore because we can all cast Featherfall at will. So goodbye. Do we need a scale mail for anything? Anyone? Anybody?
Nope.
Okay, goodbye. Do we need 4 fucking longswords for anyone?
Hold
Do you
on.
want to take one just for GP?
I think I have. I
Oh,
just
you
need
have
a
the spear.
I have. I'm good.
Okay. All right, goodbye longswords. I'm assuming the spears are going away as well. If we didn't want longswords. Do we need breastplates?
No.
Can anyone wear breastplates? All right,
Just-
a Dar longbow with 40 arrows.
No.
I don't even think that's a magical longbow. I think it's just a Dar. The quiver. You know what? I don't think we should sell that.
I don't think so either. It's not attunable, so and it's basically a freaking bag of holding for weapons.
Yeah, we'll just keep that. Boots of striding and springing. I don't remember what they do, but they've been in here for a while, and I think they require attunement.
Give you big jumps.
Should we just keep it on principle or goodbye?
Goodbye.
I think goodbye.
All right. Tankard of sobriety.
Goodbye.
In fact, Hargrim smashes it.
Yeah, I got pranked with that. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
All
I
right,
don't know.
goodbye.
Shave that for the party.
All right, keeping it.
Ah,
No, there's social situations coming up where that may be useful.
He's actually not wrong. The wing wear. Don't remember what this does, but it's something to do with gliding, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's limited flight, and I kind of want to use them, but it's kind of difficult to keep up with, so just sell it.
All right. Goodbye. We have 4 with a question mark waterproof leather satchels with featherweight tokens attached to them. I'm sure that means something to someone.
Those featherweight tokens are just featherfall, I think, which we all have anyway. So
I think it was to make the bags lighter.
that was what the books were in that we found. All those dark books. Right?
Ah, yes, Hargrim is right. The notes say that they had the 50 tomes in them. The Dar tome. All right, so we don't need the containers, but we might keep the tomes. We have an ancient Deccan holy symbol and text.
Goodbye.
Can we decipher what this means, or is it literally as said?
You can work on deciphering it if you want.
What do I roll? Arcana, history, religion?
Are you proficient in Goblinoid?
Yes.
Then give me a history check.
17.
Not too shabby. Yeah, there's some info in there.
All right, we'll skip over that and come back to that later. Do we need this goblinoid helmet? It came with the holy symbol and text. You know, I'll skip over that. Do we need a tinker tools or a thieves tools?
Thieves tools are good to have.
And we have tinker tools on Hargrim, so let's just get rid of the tinkers. The 3 stone tablets that have ash and ember, I'm skipping over that because I want to
You
come back to
could
that.
be nice and give those to your employees. Some of those things.
Tinker tool? Oh. You know what? We'll just keep tools on hand just in case. That might be a
do
good
we know
idea.
what the value of them is? Like that's a secondary character, like because it would go to my character, I'm sure. But if it's worth more to our main tunes, what's the value on them?
Minimal.
Yeah. And honestly,
Yeah,
whether we're
negligible.
proficient or not, it might be good to just have tinker tools on deck. It might lower a DC. Dust of Disappearance, I'm assuming we're keeping. The Chimera Egg, we're keeping. Claw of the Worm Room. This is another attunement item.
Keep it.
Keep it. All right, Kyber Candies, we're keeping. Scrolls, I will deal with at a later date. Potions, are we keeping or getting rid of any of this? There's 2 greater healing potions in there. The fuck?
Just a storm giant potion you guys don't really need.
It's in my inventory already. Sorry, Teddy.
The Stone Giant?
No, the storm.
Well, we have a stone as well.
Yeah, you can just probably just toss both of those. Give them charity.
We'll just
Alright.
keep them.
Let's give them to employees.
Yeah, let's just keep potions for now.
I don't know. Theo's kind of a fire right now. If Harlem's got the storm, why don't Theo hold the stone in case he needs to hit better someday?
Does he attack with strength?
I have a sword that I can attack with.
If he has a finessable weapon, he can.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And I have a quarterstaff apparently. And a light cross. Oh no, just kidding. Those are what I'm proficient in.
You need strength,
Alright.
but it's not going to do anything for you.
Is there anything in this? I'm just gonna save this real quick. Is there anything in that last section of unsold loot that we need to keep?
Honestly, we could probably sell the heroism.
If that's a potion, that might be pimp for Hargrim. I guess the potion, is it the same as the spell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they are actually. I remember having this conversation. The potion of heroism does something different than the spell.
It's 10 temp HP and then something else.
That gives bless.
Immunity to frighten, I believe. It doesn't do the Baldur's Gate bless. I know that much.
So the bless spell makes a creature immune to frightened and gives them temporary HP, equal to your spellcasting modifier.
Right.
The potion of heroism gives you 10 temporary HP and the effects of bless for 1 hour.
Oh,
That's good for anybody.
yeah, we'll keep that.
That's probably even better for mages because she has the temporary hit points too, and yeah.
Well, we have your wonderful words every short rest we can listen to and have 10 hit points.
It's 15, but you can't do that in battle.
All right. Anything in the unsold loot category that absolutely needs to say, or is it just goodbye? I know we already took a couple things out right now.
Goodbye.
Sure, goodbye.
Not you don't want to keep those Dartomes, Jex?
I do, but everyone just wants the money. I am cool with it.
No. If you want it, you take it.
Yeah,
Put them in your room. Put the tomes in your room. They're going in your room unless you tell me to sell them.
Okay, they'll go in my room. It'll make sense in like if we make it to 12. No, 14.
By the way, when it inevitably comes time for Shino to go, oops, and bump into somebody and drop all of her books so she could lean over, we're going to need those around in the tower. Right?
I don't have the strength for it, but I feel like I just want to say oops and drop the steel spellbook on someone's foot.
Oh, D12 bludgeoning damage.
I couldn't even pick it up. Alright. Teddy, I'm gonna need some gold values from you. Mainly a pair of gold bracelets. I don't have a gold value for that.
For which bracelets? Sorry?
It just says a pair of gold bracelets. Never mind, I lied. They're 30 gold.
I would like to interject on that too, and maybe that might be a good one for Jex to have for his fabricate too. It just seems like some good raw material.
And an easy way to carry it. If they're only 30 gold, I'll agree.
Alright. Then I do not need a gold value. Make sure you mark this down, because I'm removing him from party loot.
Okie dokie.
Okay. The equipment side of things, Teddy, I'll let you know what I need a gold value for. But if I will tally up our gold for the unsold loot, because I do have gold values for those. feel like my mind is bouncing.
Sorry?
No, you're fine. I'm kind of talking aloud because my mind is literally bouncing every which direction.
No, I understand the feeling. I'm doing some backroom haggling with some of you guys at the same time as this. So, what are we selling?
Backroom haggling. Oh,
Don't worry
man.
about it.
Who's talking secret with Teddy?
Probably
Well, that's
keeps
confidential.
giggling.
Yo,
This is
mama.
a therapist rules. That's got to keep that a secret.
What if I
What
have
are
a
those?
warrant?
What are those?
I'd like to see it.
Okay.
Hold my beer.
Are you ready for me?
Okay, unsold loot.
Well, I'm gonna go equipment. I'll do the unsold loot. Candle of the Deep.
Candle of the Deep. I'm looking it up
Actually-
right now because I, believe it or not, do not have that off the top of my head.
Actually, you know what? It might be easier if I just copy this and then paste it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, why are you scrolling so aggressively? Copy. Paste. Remove the things we're keeping.
Oh, a Candle of the Deep. You get 2 gold for that.
Yay! Alright. That's all the things we're selling.
All the things we're selling. Okay.
Well, there's more, but I need gold value. I need gold values for that.
Yeah, no, I hear you. All right, let's see here. All right, 2 breastplates, 1 suit of scale mail, a dar longbow, and the wingwear, waterproof leather satchels. All
And
right,
the weird tanks.
and the weird tanks.
All right. Fine.
Oh, did you want to keep them? I'm sorry.
Fine. We'll sell them.
Hargrim's been drinking them.
I've been,
He's addicted to the weird liquid.
I've been waiting to catch a water element. Stick it in there.
Ooh, I think Theo can summon one.
Yeah,
Summon steeds, yeah.
it wouldn't stay in there.
And I think it specifically has to be a liquor weird, not a water. Or a water weird turns into a liquor weird or something like that.
It'll hold water, I think was the thing. There was just liquor weird in there.
If you lick her weird, she doesn't get wet.
Very good.
What are you doing asking to check math at this point? No, it's you.
Okay.
I've given this over to you. You can.
Okay.
It was wrong. It's like 3,000 off, but it's fine.
I realize that probably you don't understand my methods anyways, so it's fine.
Okay, who's doing the primary selling?
Shabazz.
Shabazz, but
Persuasion or intimidation? I need a haggling check. Sorry, continue.
I was gonna say I would like to assist with my persuasion skill.
Both of them? All right.
Yeah.
You have advantage.
Ooh, I'm close.
Jesus
Yeah.
fucking Christ.
You got 13. I have 10.
All right. Shabazz, I am assuming that you're going to lie a little bit.
Well, wouldn't that be
Playfully exaggerate.
Just
Right.
embellish.
Oh yeah, like yeah, of course.
Just a sousant.
You got to give it a backstory.
These aren't long swords and breastplates we looted from the dead. That's a wine stain.
This isn't
Okay.
a weird tank. It's a fancy liqueur.
So I want to tell you that the estimated value of this junk is around 860 gold. Shabazz, you walk home. You and Shino walk home with 1,513 gold notes and 7 silver and 5 copper.
I'm gonna lean my shoulder into Shino. Negotiating's a lot easier with you around.
Oh, I'm just gonna lock arms with you. Make sure you get a press up the assets up against you.
The reward? You are a menace. But yeah, made out like bandits. What's the total for that unsold loot?
I counted 1810.
I'm assuming this is the same trip.
Yeah, if we can.
Okay, that is an additional 3,167 gold and 5 silver.
3. So plus 3, 16.
3,167.5.
3167 gold and 5 silver. Alright.
So that will be a little over 4.5k. Not too bad. Sorry?
Yeah, that's not a terrible take because there was 6k in just the platinum.
Yeah, I got 4,680 in just raw gold. I like how we're leaving my high school dropout to do math. Fuck.
Where'd you go to school? They didn't teach you division till high school.
Alright. Let me get you. That's not the right tab I wanted. Let me get you all.
Here's my warrant, Teddy.
Sorry?
Here's my warrant / press pass to see what you're doing.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
You just cooked that up while we were doing all this? All right.
You know what? Have an inspiration just for that. And, sorry, Mud. He had a warrant.
Yes.
Might help if I spelled please correctly.
I'll let Mud tell you what he picked up on his shopping trip, though.
Oh, I'm just teasing.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
936 gold, 2 silver, and 5 copper for everybody. Not a bad take.
Holy shice. Okay, I gotta pull up my calculator for this.
Yeah, I gotta spend 9 years scrolling on my sheet to get to the bottom.
So, you know, some people say that in baseline Dungeons and Dragons that a gold piece is roughly equivalent to $100. That most everyday expenses is dealt with like silver and copper. To put into perspective, roughly, on how wealthy you now are.
Not for long. I make bad financial decisions.
$200.
Is there a lottery in Sharn?
There could be. I never considered that, but it would make sense that there would. It probably isn't running right now.
Could we set up the lottery in Sharn?
You Sorry, was that harder?
No, I was laughing. My bad.
No worries. There was no bad to speak of. I'm pretty sure there would be a lottery, and I'm pretty sure it would have to be conducted in part by the state, right? Like,
We could just run the numbers in the lower board.
pachinko machines. You ever go to a pachinko parlor in Japan where gambling is technically illegal? It's wild. Well, gambling's not illegal, but gambling with money is illegal. So how they have it set up is you go to the pachinko parlor, you play pachinko, and they give you tickets. You go to the prize booth, and you get prizes, and the prizes have a dollar value. You go to a totally not affiliated cigarette shop or something across the street, and they'll exchange the prizes for money. Just a little trivia for you.
The more you know.
I lost about $100. Don't be like me. Glam. Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind sharing what I got. I'm proud to tell.
Yeah. Tell us, what did you get on your shopping trip?
First thing I snagged was +1 shield.
Nice.
My AC was 20, and Theo having 21 was not right. I won't lie. There was a different shield I wanted, but it was well out of my price range.
I can give you a small loan.
I have $1 million.
30K is what the cost was on it.
Good damn.
So yeah, I'll take that loan.
AC is so expensive.
I picked up a Saddle of the Cavalier.
Nice.
It's going to go on my Pegasus, which will give disadvantage to all attacks against the Pegasus and allow me to not be dismounted, so it's pretty sweet.
Nice.
And then I picked up an uncommon Glamour Weave. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the Glamour Weave in Sharn, but the uncommon variety, like it's actually an optical illusion.
Mm-hmm.
And the Glamour Weave I'm wearing it's not really even noticeable. It's a skull cap that's the same color as my head. But even in darkness and when there is no light, occasionally you'll still see a glint off of me.
Have an inspiration. You didn't tell me that. Have an inspiration.
It's a bald cap for your bald head.
To make sure I can shine even when there is no light. But the other nice thing about that uncommon Glamour Weave is once per long rest, I can add a D4 to a persuasion or a performance check.
Ooh.
So now my minimum roll on a persuasion is 24.
Holy shit.
For those of you with attunement slots free, I put in a ring of fire resistance that I had in my inventory.
Hey Teddy, is that Shield of Timekeeping? Is that attunement?
Yes.
If you don't attune to it, it still functions as a +1 shield.
Okay. So
And you don't need to attune to it to always know what time it is. It just does that. If you want the free alarm, you do need to attune to it.
okay. So I think I've got
Excuse me.
Dust and Disappearance. So I think I have one attunement slot left, unless that Mithril half-plate cloak is.
It is not.
Okay.
You do not need to attune to that.
Cool. Then, because my cloak of protection. Oh no, I'm all taken up. I forgot about that. I forgot this was attuned.
Well, the shield is fine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tune to the shield.
And you have a free airflow attunement with the wind vein. I don't know if that's calculating into your attunement calculations.
It is. So I wait. I can attune to wind vein without actually spending an attunement slot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what Teddy's been
Oh.
saying.
I did not know that.
Between
It's because Windvane likes you so much.
because Windbane wants to gaslight you.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna make
It's
this
working.
special. That's right, peasants.
Okay, just a quick question here. I need to get some extra AC on my Pegasus, and I've got two options. I can buy the Barding, but it's equal if there is mage armor on it. If I were to buy the mage armor scrolls, would somebody cast that on my Pegasus for me?
Oh, so now I'm back to making scrolls during long rests, huh?
No, I said if I buy them. Nope, Barding it is. Piss off.
No, don't. I can actually.
Answered my question.
I can genuinely make scrolls during our long rests, and they can be mage armor scrolls.
Well, the Barding is only 200 gold because I'm not going breastplate, so.
Well, you can pay the cost in leather and parchment, which is like 10 gold for like 10 scrolls.
Yeah, but isn't that your ability where you can use it on the
No,
Wither and Bloom?
no. I mean, yes, that is my ability, but I won't be using that ability to make the scroll. Since I'm a scribe wizard, I literally can take 4 hours to make a level 1 spell scroll. Just from scratch.
Shabazz considers your offers and remembers that you got kidnapped, so he's gonna go ahead and buy the Barding just in case you're not around.
Fine.
But thank you for the offer.
I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I was just making a joke because I recently learned mage armor is a ritual.
Is
I've
that
been-
Barding just purchasable, or do I have to special order that?
I mean, it is technically both, but I figure you guys are taking some time. So yeah, they'll get it done for you in like 3 days, assuming you summon the Pegasus for them to take measurements.
Oh yeah, I could probably do that now.
House, why?
Yeah, and House, whatever their tits, I can't remember their name off the top of my head. At this point in the night, Thalanis. I feel like it's Thalanis, House Thalanis, that deals with beasts. Actually, yeah, House Thalanis deals with beasts, and you're in fucking Shard. No, you can get it in a day. You just summon the critter, they get it fitted. Takes an afternoon, you have it. It's fine. Forgot where we are. If you were literally anywhere else, it'd be like a fucking Pegasus, huh? They're on the goddamn police force. It's fine.
Oh, I want to kill one of them then. Just kidding.
Hey, Sharn, does anybody else smell barbecue? No.
Eddie, I got a
No.
What's
What's up?
question for you. What is cheaper, a scroll of greater restoration that nobody can cast, or paying a cleric for greater restoration?
I can cast Greater Restoration, I think. I think
Is-
bards can.
Is a scroll or a person cheaper for greater restoration?
A person is technically cheaper for greater restoration.
Yeah, there's a house that offers it, don't they? Like, I thought I
Uh-huh.
saw like a list of prices in the Eberron book.
Uh-huh.
What is the cost for that? It's the halfling healing house, right? Or
Well, I'm assuming I need to present a diamond dust worth 100 GP, or they might even have it. But at a minimum, I'm $100 in.
I'm pretty sure the price listed is considerably cheaper than a 5th level spell scroll.
Yeah. It will be cheaper. Because you're going over, you're you're talking to them, and so that's House Juraska you want to get in contact with. They're halflings and they're very nice. They're delightful.
I would like to do that. And if anyone wants to accompany where Shino can refine her marbles, then you're more than welcome.
I'm pretty
I
sure
am.
she's gonna let Shino go by herself.
Thea will join you.
Yeah, I want to see what happens.
I actually forgot which book has that list of service prices.
I'm just going off of. I only bought the one, and that was Rising from the Last War. And I think it's
Is
actually
that
under
Rising?
the section that is actually in the houses. That the healing house is. I don't know. I'm guessing right now, but that's what my brain's telling me.
Hang on, I've got some hard copies. I can tell you in just a second.
But I'm pretty certain it's in Rising from the Last War because that's the only one that I actually have a hard copy of.
All right, what are we looking for?
Makes sense.
Prices.
Well, I'll be right back. I gotta go grab mine now.
Jax, Baloo, you guys still here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know we're getting close to time, but I haven't heard you guys in a while.
I'm just listening.
Alright, so it's not in Exploring Eberron. Treasures, dragon shards, magic items.
While we're doing this, can I just take a hop, skip, and a jump back to fucking war-forged priest man who gave me drink of water that gave me a blessing?
Wait, say again. Pardon.
I said, while you're looking for stuff, can I go visit the warforged priest man who gave me a drink of water that blessed
Oh
me?
yeah. You'll be going back down to the cogs, but yeah.
Yeah.
You can go talk to him.
I just want to visit him and check in with him and see how he's doing.
Well, the commotion these past few weeks, it's been trying, but we're persevering. Thank you for asking, young lady. Or he wouldn't say young. He can clearly see that you're an elf.
I'll take the compliment regardless. Does he need gold or anything to keep things running?
Oh, I cannot ask for such a thing. But we are always looking for donations.
Great. I'll give him an electrum since fundamentally it does absolutely nothing, and I like odd numbers on my sheet.
Your kindness. Kindness is without parallel, my lady.
damn.
Hey,
like-
it might be a confusing set of currency, but in the cogs, cash is cash.
And Electrum's expensive too. So 1 to 20 ratio.
What
Oh,
am
that's
I
for
doing?
that's for platinum.
I've got stuff. Hold on.
Okay,
It's
so
half rate for gold.
if you go to House Durasco, that is 750 gold for a greater restoration.
Where did you find
Yeah.
it?
I haven't found it yet, but I don't want to keep dwelling on it. If we find a price that that contradicts that, then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay, so what are we looking for?
Greater restoration cost of spell
Yeah,
service.
spell service prices from House Durasco.
House of Healing Services Greater Restoration. Will be.
Oh, you found it?
I did. It's in the.
What was the source? Which book is it in?
It is not the source. It is my DM screen, my Eberron DM screen.
Ah.
So we're looking at 150 gold for Greater Restoration.
Wow, that is a lot cheaper than what I was going off of spell scrolls price.
Damn.
However,
It's like-
And
if
then
you go
cheapening
with the Mage Right casting fees, first level is 25, second level is 50, third level is 100, and I'm assuming fourth level is probably 175, and then it goes up incrementally like that.
Well, considering that you are working with a housey, it will also depend on what you're aiming to do.
Oh, I want my wisdom back.
So that will involve letting them know that you have an aberrant dragon mark.
That's I mean, I just need them to cast it on me, right? I don't need to tell them I want my wisdom back. So
Here's the thing.
they're gonna find out regardless.
They need to know what to cast it on, right? Greater Restoration does a lot.
Can I not just? I mean, I'm not gonna be very good at it.
But it's not snake oil.
I was gonna say, can they not just like lie and say, I am cursed with an ailment or something, and they'll be like, yeah, sure, and then just like get the effects. Damn, that's cheap as chips.
So Theo and Jax, if you catch wind of this, you know that Shino could be in a lot of trouble
Oh yeah.
if she's caught.
Yeah.
I will require a deception check from Shino.
And I would like to assist because
No.
I think we would go. At least
Don't
Thea would
bother.
go. We're gonna do a charm person.
Don't. What? No. Okay, hold on. Pause. Wait. Let's think this out. The last time we did a fucking wizard muggery, it did not go well. And now you're doing it on a house agent.
They do know after the spell wears off that they were hit with the.
Listen.
This might just be.
I'll pay double. I'll pay double. They just were.
No. I might just bite the bullet and pay the $750 for the scroll.
No, the scroll's going to be 1,000.
Oh,
Let me confirm too. I'm pretty sure I can cast that as a bard.
you can.
Yeah, Shabazz
Whatever.
can just do it. So pay Shabazz 750.
Oh, I don't have it on my list though. I gotta get the scroll to do it. I mean, I can do it with the scroll, but we can't have them. We can't risk them knowing you've got an aberrant dragon mark. So why don't?
No.
No.
When I try to talk him down, can I persuade him down? No, I want to have Shino try to persuade him down with my advantage.
Oh, persuade down the scroll price. Okay.
Yeah. And
I thought. Go. It's
I was gonna say I'll cover the cost of it or what.
What?
Well, not the whole cost, but
no. No. I thought you wanted to persuade the house agents into lowering the cost of the. And I'm like, no, we're not going that route anymore. All right.
no, I do want to try to lower the cost of purchasing the scroll. That's
The scroll. Yeah, I'm all for the scroll price lowering. Yeah, I'm with you there. You don't need to pay. I'm with you there. We can just say we stopped over and bought one while we were doing our selling session.
Let's see
Or
that
something like that.
persuasion check. You have advantage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Wow.
Jeez.
I'll take that. We take those. Shabazz, we're a fucking dynamic duo.
yeah. That time I distracted him with my tits.
They'll sell you a spell scroll.
A little banana hammock action.
They'll sell you a spell scroll for 700 gold.
Take it. No questions asked. Goodbye. Thank you. Have a nice day.
So you're casting this Greater Restoration?
Well, I'm not.
yeah, I will be. Yeah. Are we gonna like do it in a back alley? Oh,
No. Back alley restoration.
find a dumpster where it's cut.
So
You're casting it. I'm at your mercy.
So when you cast a spell, Shabazz, wherever this scene takes place, that's up to you guys. The spell scroll burns away, and there's a moment, Shino, where it feels like your leg is on fire. It is excruciatingly painful. You don't take any damage, but it is very painful. And so there's a few moments where you're sort of hyperventilating and like hissing through your teeth, and your instincts are screaming at you to either tear your leg off or stick it in a cold pool of water. The moment passes eventually, however, and your wisdom score is restored. And you now have a fundamental knowledge that this dragon mark is not a dragon mark at all. It is a mark from something else, something more eldritch. And it connects you and it. And it has been trying to parasitically consume and nestle itself within your brain.
Oh.
Eventually with the intent to join with you and ultimately take over your body under the pretense of symbiosis, but it's not symbiosis really. You now have too much wisdom to see it as anything other than what it is.
I'm not trying to spoil a moment here, but what wisdom did you get back from that? Is that 1 point, 2 points?
3.
Wow.
I haven't adjusted my sheet yet.
And he gets to keep the charisma boost too.
Mm-hmm. As far as I know.
Nice.
Is that charisma going away now?
It is not.
All right.
Bad news, parasite in your brain.
And it is now aware that you are now aware.
But he knows that I know that it knows that I know.
Correct.
All right.
Nothing makes you more likable than the old parasite in the brain.
Give me that 16 wisdom. I'm a fucking nut.
It's sort of like 8 bits of your brain that held your anxiety. Or something. Who knows? Well, no, it's not like it's like a physical thing. It is magically trying to sort of overwrite you with itself, right? Eating your brain might be a little bit dramatic and a little bit too Baldur's Gate 3. It's kind of like a very slow possession. It still allows you to tap into eldritch knowledges, and its primal chaotic magic is still suffused with you, right? It hasn't shrunk or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you still have those charisma boosts, at least for now. We have 5 minutes before the end of game. This ball that's coming up is going to be happening in 5 days. The Boromars send you a reminder, Shino.
Time to go dress shopping. Or lack thereof.
Ooh, I get to go on.
You also... Sorry, what was that, Michael?
Oh, sorry. I was talking to myself. I get to go on Pinterest and find a new outfit.
Hell yeah. You guys get a visit from the tower. Inquisitive Grim would like to speak with Hargrim.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yep.
I'm pretty sure I found your brother.
Oh. Is that a good thing?
I mean, that's on you.
Fair enough.
You're the one who hired me.
Yeah. Where's he at?
Well, he's going under an alias currently. And he's actually not too far from here.
Nice.
There's a set of Dar ruins about 20 miles from the city. I can give you directions.
I'd like that very much.
He'll give you those.
Did we
He's a
settle on,
parent. Sorry?
Did we settle on a price for this guy? I forgot.
Yeah, you already paid him.
Oh, okay. Alright. Looks like I'll be going on an adventure then, huh?
He's signed himself on as security for some dwarf. Sorry, didn't mean any disrespect.
No, none taken. You don't know who he's working for, just some dwarf. Huh?
No, I got a name.
What's the name?
I'm trying to. I had it right in front of me, and now I'm trying to track it back down.
If it's gonna be my dad, I'm gonna.
It is.
Right.
It is not your dad.
It's your mom.
Damn it! I knew it.
It's not his mom either.
It's your stepdad.
It is His name is
Kareem.
And that's where
Gar-
we're gonna end this week, guys.
a
Join us on
garage.
Thursday.
A garage Blusterhelm is his employer, and apparently they're looking for some kind of magic weapon. There's a legendary magic weapon in these ruins. The ruins are aptly called, translated from Old Goblinoid, the Halls of the Hunting Axe.
Halls of the Hunting. Excellent.
I wonder what the weapon is.
Crossbow.
Oh,
And Grim is gonna sort of like tip his hat.
I'll give him another 20 gold just for doing a good job.
Oh, thanks. There anything else? Any other services I can provide?
Not right now, but maybe in the future.
You have my number.
Yes, sir, I do.
And he's gonna vanish back into the misty streets of Sharn. And that, I think, unless there's any pressing business, is where we'll leave this week. A lot of high-octane economic action.
Yeah, there is a pressing matter. Where'd you find it, Theo? That looks like it's out of the book. It's bothering me. I know I've seen it before.
I think you'd stepped away, but it's from the DM screen. The Eberron Lasting War DM screen.
Was that purchased separately?
When did I get this? I think so. I think
Yeah,
it
I'm
might
not
be in the book somewhere, but I scanned through the index and I wasn't able to find it.
So I feel like that's a DM's Guild thing. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's in Rising from the Last War. It feels like the type of thing that should be in Rising from the Last War.
Well, I'm gonna find it and then I'm gonna post in here what page it's on.
I have
If-
it's a Rising of the Last War DM screen. So Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, you know what more DM screens should do? For tables like this, they should have a page number, an acronym for the source book. That might be crazy.
I would agree.
Do we have any questions, compliments, comments, concerns we want to discuss?
We rich.
for now.
Guys are obscenely rich. Start printing and selling spell books.
I thought about it, and I kind of strayed away from it.
Yeah, copying spells isn't cheap, is it? Like that big, massive spell book. It's expensive to copy like a 4th level spell.
Oh yeah.
It is. But spell books full of spells go for a lot of money.
I think, pardon me, I think what Teddy's saying was make a copy of the book and just put it on the market for other wizards to buy and copy.
Maybe. Up to you guys. There was something else I wanted to ask about before we called it for the night. So, yeah, some side quests have obviously come up. Are we going to do either of those side quests? And or explore more Sharn before we officially enter Act 3. Congratulations, you've officially completed Act 2 of this adventure.
Oh, even with Marlos and Vanifer at large?
That a level up? Just kidding.
Correct and no. Um, yeah. Some depending on which order you guys do things in. Some of the profits are planned, like are meant to retreat into the deeper levels
Oh.
of what is becoming a mega dungeon.
Ooh.
It's not the megaest of dungeons. This ain't Mad Mage, but it is. You might have noticed it's becoming like a interconnected, very large, um, singular subterranean structure. So strictly speaking, it's a mega dungeon because it's all connected. And Act 2 closes with the completion or resolution of all 4 temples.
Ooh.
So what's waiting for you to finish out and resolve the conflict with the cults is to, as any good dwarf would suggest, go deeper.
Mm.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging diggy.
I'm taking away your inspiration. No, I'm not. I'm kidding.
That's fine.
I'm not. I did play
Um,
in a game. I played in a one shot. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead.
The song did traumatize me a little bit. I played in a one shot that was, well, one shot. It was supposed to be 5 sessions. It ended up becoming 2 sessions, and the dungeon master put that song on loop
Oh.
on his TV at like a blaring volume, and these were not like 4-hour sessions. They were like two 8-hour sessions.
Ooh. Oh.
I wanted to tear my hair out. There was a long time I could not stand that song. And I was like, hey, this is catchy. I quite like this for like the first hour. We asked him to stop. He's like, no, it's ambience. It's
Ambient.
because we were all playing dwarves, right?
Oh, jeez. Oof.
Anyways,
That's-
we didn't come back for session 3. Yeah, thanks for playing, guys. Sorry.
Do we need to do any more shopping proper? Or are we just gonna be like dress shopping next session? Or not dress shopping, I guess dress in tuxedo or however people want to dress. Because are we all going to the Met Gala?
You can bring everybody if you want.
I don't see why not.
You guys are big damn heroes.
Are we gonna do that first, or are we gonna go check out Hargrim's brother first?
The ball's in 5 days.
I only said the ball because it's time gated.
But you could also like check in on Hargrim's brother like that day.
Right.
It's only like 20 miles out of town.
I haven't decided yet. Sounds like he's got a good gig going, so wouldn't want to fuck that up for him. But if there's a magic item, I mean,
Hey, Hargrim, how close are you on gold to the 10?
I am halfway.
If I wasn't a wizard, I would probably give you the other half.
Nah, that's okay. I don't have anything to use it on yet, so we're good.
But you need that can.
First, I need the money.
And it shall come. I mean, considering how we're going, maybe like whatever happens with these side quests, and I don't know, maybe like 2 of the upcoming 5 dungeons, then pop back up to the surface.
Sounds good to me.
I did
was-
find one chunk of that. I found the spell casting services, so it's not all on one page, it's spread out.
Yeah, I think like the healing and stuff like that is one place. Then you got travel and all of the other stuff in one spot.
You know what they used to do in 3.5? Not to be a grognard. You know, Jex will remember this. You remember how some books, they had the tables in their appropriate spots, but they also had like a section before the index that was just all the tables to reference? You remember those?
Oh,
Yeah.
it was so convenient.
It was so good. Paper costs too much these days. Well,
They might have done it in the past, but I think Critical Role should do that one time. Just shut everything down and look up a rule.
yeah.
Matt Mercer refuses to go on until he gets his ruling.
Cut the cameras. Cut them. No,
Yeah.
keep rolling. Let the audience
you gotta,
know.
Right.
You gotta keep rolling.
They'd have a Sam do an ad read for that for how many times. Do an ad for NordVPN or something like that.
It's like under duress as Matt gets progressively more and more frustrated. He has to keep on extending the ad.
I'd watch that.
Pretty good. Speaking of pretty good, Daggerheart is looking like a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Just speaking of Critical Role, it's looking pretty good. They have too many mechanics, but I imagine those mechanics will be shaved down as the playtest continues. Seeing what works and what don't.
It's my Saturday games. We're doing a Daggerheart. Call
Right
it a
on.
one shot. Call it a one shot, but we're on the 3rd session now, so
That's typically how it goes. I've
I will be keeping in touch with you, but this is your 1 month warning that I will be gone for 3 weeks in a month.
for 3 weeks
Yeah.
throughout May
Yeah, and into June.
and into June. Sounds like Shino needs to be kidnapped.
That's fine.
Well,
Just
it's-
remember, silk, please.
it's almost as if we're going to a large party where that may or may not happen. It's crazy
Hey,
how that works.
I'm not leaving it for a month. I'm heading across the pond to see some friends.
That's nice. That's cool.
I leave the 17th and I get back on the 6th.
17th of May. Yeah, that's plenty of time to do this hunting axe haul
Oh,
and the
I meant,
party.
I meant more for you to have hireling content.
Well, that too.
I mean, technically I could make session on the 6th, but my 10-hour flight back comes at like 4:30 in the afternoon. So
Mhm.
I'm not gonna have session after that.
Oh, well, we can have Shino be kidnapped.
Okay.
That's... Who doesn't appreciate a good kidnapped Shino?
Yeah. I'm
And
more
then-
worried. I'm more worried about Tuesday nights.
And there can be some spicy extra tension between Shino and Vanifer. I heard there was some appreciation for that.
Again.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you one thing I'm not worried about: Tuesday nights.
As for Tuesday nights, we can say Alicia is busy with just kingdom management. Like,
That's what I figured.
go officers. deal with all of my problems while I listen to these citizens about theirs.
I just assumed we're resting and relaxing, except I'm doing neither of those.
I mean, probably what's going to happen is we probably won't have any kingdom turns
Yeah, that's
while
fair.
you're gone.
That's fair.
And then, yeah, just have them adventure for 3 weeks and considering the circumstances, still make sure Alicia is getting same experience. And that'll be good. Okay, so we're almost a quarter past our time, and I enjoy talking with you guys a lot. It is very late. I imagine some of us definitely need to go to bed. Baloo,
I'm here.
Oh,
I'm up.
you shouldn't be. How about some of us go to bed, huh?
It's all.
I will.
I'm out.
Yeah. If I don't see you sooner, I'll see you next week, and I hope you guys have a good weekend.
Good night, everyone.
folks.
Good night.
Adios, amigo.